Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the Osu Taiko World Cup 2018. My name is Happy Stick, and I'm joined today by Mr. Juan himself. How you doing, Juan? Oh, it seems like Mr. Juan doesn't hear me. Oh, wait. When I do it like this, are we good?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
there
okay. We have to push to talk it. We're a little bit of an impromptu situation right now. It seems like both of our scheduled casters missed their flights on the commentator airline and are both currently MIA. So it's gonna be me and Juan joining you for the foreseeable future.
Hey, at least there's something to fill the air, am I right?
Yeah, as you all know, I'm usually a taiko expert, but unfortunately, freak accident a little bit earlier, I had an aneurysm and forgot literally everything that I've ever known. So that'll be fun. Juan's gonna be the knowledge-based person.
Oh yeah, I got you on that one. I have my, I think it's 250 pp play. That's probably like the best thing.
All right, I'm barely scratching the 90s, so
okay,
you got me outplayed.
So you're the hype man, and I'm the analytic this time.
All right, sounds good. All right, we're gonna be starting with Hong Kong versus Taiwan. I don't think we've seen either team on stream as of yet this weekend.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we might have seen a map or two, but I don't think that happened either.
I think Taiwan was scheduled, but I think they no-showed.
Oh yeah,
am I
that was a
right?
win by T.
Yeah,
that was a win by T versus Venezuela. You're totally right on that. But
Let's
hey,
see.
we get to see what's probably going to be one of the best teams in this World Cup, I reckon, Taiwan. That's gonna be an interesting thing to watch for sure. Although they might struggle a little bit on group stage. They have always been the team that had issues the earlier was on the tournament, mostly due to their accuracies.
Right.
And I think the team this year is maybe not as solid as it usually was when it comes to like just the accuracy department in general. The pool is hard enough for Hong Kong to eventually find some misses, and they are not looking as strong as last year. So Taiwan should be able to keep up with a match without many complications, although it could get close at some points.
Would you say the fact that Hong Kong is currently sitting with the minimum amount of players, 3, are they at a big disadvantage as a result, or are their players solid enough to really make up for that?
Well, although the minimum size is 2, I reckon that Sing and Jackie are probably going to be the ones that we're going to see playing for the most part here. And they are both very, very good players. But again, not having the versatility for mods are going to make their picks a bit more limited. And comparing the team to last year, you can just not make the comparison. They got 3rd on last year's Taiko World Cup with Mango Meister on the team as well. But now the team got way weaker than before. But again, that doesn't mean they're not going to be able to keep up. They already won their own match. So right now they're just fighting potentially for the first spot in the group. And I think Sing is gonna perform very, very well. It really comes down to how Jackie is doing today, and if he can actually outmatch one of the Taiwanese.
Gotcha. How these
seems
kind
like we have
what
the
time are
first
you guys
warm-up.
playing?
Oh,
What's their time zones? It's a healthy afternoon, I think. It's gonna be my guess.
yeah, it's like 7 p.m. over there.
Because I'm sitting at 4 a.m., you're sitting at 8 a.m., if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're correct. Well, it's not that different to what the Castellano we had for this match, actually. Das, I think, has the same time zone as you.
Yeah,
I think.
it happens. Yeah,
I mean,
whose warm-up is this gonna be? I missed,
this looks like Taiwan's, because you see the tag of the difficulty name, like IX, Blooming, XOI. Well, that's the name of Ishida.
Gotcha.
So it's probably a pick from Taiwan. Although we see the players are...
Wait,
okay,
wouldn't it be Hong Kong?
No, because Ishida is a Taiwanese player. It's just being displayed on the Hong Kong
Oh,
side.
gotcha. As you can hear, I am pretty much an expert on everything players when it comes to taiko.
Well, hey, both teams have a red flag, so it's easy to confuse ourselves, right?
I'll use that as the excuse. I like that.
It looks like we have 5 people in here. We're not being able to see the 5th player, of course, because we only display 4. And that's the reason why they cannot move each other. There we go. Now we see Jackie now is probably swiping. Yeah, there it is. Ishida back on the Taiwanese side, Jackie on the Hong Kong. So yeah, this is looking to start in just a few seconds.
How do you feel about the matches so far? Because we're past halfway at this point.
Yeah, we're around halfway through, and I'm pretty happy with the results so far. It's just that we lacked a little bit of tiebreakers, but I feel that is a thing that's gonna change for the second half, because I feel the second half has closer matches overall. But I'm surprised for good by the amount of non-sweeps that we had this year. It's definitely an improvement of last year.
Yeah, if you look at if you compare it to the Mania World Cup, the group stage was pretty much full of sweeps. It's definitely a nice change of pace. See a little bit closer matches, even between some of the mid and high tiers seeds.
Well, yeah, I will say that difference in maps for the Mania World Cup was slightly smaller than when it comes to like difference in taiko.
Gotcha.
But we have seen like just closer results in taiko in general, mostly due to the mod brackets, I reckon, because there are just some teams that are not able to do either gimmicks or either HD like hidden or maybe hard rock. In Mania in general, when it comes to the easier stuff like group stage tier material, you get a lot of teams that are just good at it. It doesn't really matter which type of map it is, and because there's no mods.
Yeah, I was about to say that really kind of kills the diversity in terms of your picks.
To some extent, especially on the early rounds for sure. Right now, it seems like all these players are having a hard time when it comes to accuracy, especially Hong Kong. I reckon most of the drops has been on the not ninja, but the SV cats that we saw there, like those ones. You see that the scroll is really messed up. Very tricky to read those patterns, because you don't really like. You can expect the way to read this is that when you see like a hole in between the pattern that is filled with a cat, but still some players might have some issues to find that trick.
This is the type of stuff when you're a little bit more of a beginner, you see maps like this, you just literally throw your hands up in the air and you walk away.
Yep. It's like, this is fine.
Oh, Ishida has dropped a ton of AC. Yuan, however, sitting quite comfortably, 97.5, way above the rest. Very clearly, much more comfortable.
Yeah,
both 62 misses on the left. At least they're, you know, their acts pretty much the same.
Yeah, they were actually fairly
in line
close.
with each other.
In fact, the lower accuracy beats the higher accuracy here, just to combo. I'm a bit surprised by the performance by Juan here. Juan is probably going to be the key man of Taiwan on later stages. I'm not so sure how solid his accuracy is. I reckon he's probably gonna be on the main lineup for this match whatsoever, but he's definitely one of the big guns for the later stages for Taiwan.
Who are we looking out for Hong Kong specifically? Even though they only have 3 players, who's kind of their MVP?
Yeah, their main man is definitely Singh. Like he has played last year, if I recall correctly, and he's the man that can play literally everything in the Hong Kong team. So we're gonna see that guy performing well.
Taiwan ended 2nd last year, and then sorry,
they ended up 3rd. They actually lost against Taiwan. Taiwan was the team that came up 2nd. Looks like meanwhile we're gonna get into what's gonna be the second warm-up here. It's all
I'm
lucid.
excited to see the whole background. This is a little piece of art. A little piece of modern art.
I reckon it kind of fits to the song theme.
Yeah, you were right. We were talking about it earlier. The aspect ratios, if you're unaware, is basically directly correlated with how fast or what the scroll speed is. And given that we have such wide screens for the streaming setup, if you look at Sing, it just looks absolutely insane.
Yeah, the moment you add hard rock, especially when it comes to higher BPM, it just becomes very, very fast and hard to read. It's something that I reckon some players may still be able to read that speed, but because the BPM of this map is not that fast, but you can see that whenever it speeds up, like the SP gets a little bit harsher, it's just very, very hard to follow.
Yeah, so just for context, the players themselves are not playing on this actual scroll speed.
Yeah, they're likely using a smaller aspect ratio. But that was a pretty short warm-up, actually.
Jackie definitely performing very, very well on the Hong Kong warm-up.
Yeah,
turning Taiwan temporarily into the losers.
Yeah, see now the rolls here. Who gets the first ban?
Let's say 48 and 27.
I'll say 40.
Close enough.
2.
Close. Oh, okay. 27, I think. Okay, 1 point off.
Well,
I'll take it.
That's pretty good. That's good enough. Gonna see though here, what's Hong Kong gonna take as a strategy here? Because they have many options. Taiwan is overall a pretty competent team in pretty much every aspect, so banning against them is kind of complicated. It's really gonna depend on Hong Kong's strength, like whatever they feel they're gonna.
Yeah, what are your predictions in that regard? Are they largely going to be going for the Heart Rock hidden, try to out-act on Nomad? What do you think their general approach is going to be?
I'll imagine Hong Kong might just try with weird gimmick picks, but again, Taiwan is probably well prepared for that. I'll say a ban for this day after could work for Hong Kong, and I imagine Taiwan might even end up banning Entrust, to be fair. Like, it's just a pretty complicated hidden beat map, and Taiwan might just have to use that practice time for maps like Chawase or Going Under, which are likely going to be picks from Hong Kong.
I have so far Chawase has been picked so many times. It's so much fun to watch.
It really is.
And it really seems like one of those picks that you can just prepare on really, really well and cause kind of an upset in comparison to, even if your opponent's way better, you just prepare a lot better.
That's something that Taiko was kind of lacking a little bit. They were like allergic to gimmick maps in tournaments, and I don't really know why. And it's definitely showing up on this tournament. I feel that if the tournament meta, if you want to call it that way, shift into a direction where gimmick maps are more frequent, we're gonna start to see way better performances from teams in general on the Taiko World Cup. I feel that as we progress through the tournament, we're gonna see better performances overall on the gimmick maps, because people are gonna just realize, okay, there's a gimmick map at least on every single stage, and we have to practice it, otherwise we're gonna just lose a point for free.
Entrance is gonna get a ban.
On the reverse way.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We are not gonna see it still. It's not been, has it been played at all? Because it has been played on stream, but I don't know if it's not been played at all yet, Entrance.
Let me check that up real quick, but I feel it was not.
The only map, if I'm not mistaken, that has not at all been played.
Yep.
How many matches are we in total at this point?
We are sitting on, let's see. We're sitting on, I think 13 matches already, and we have seen this map being picked never.
All right, we're gonna start out with double time.
Right. It's actually funny because that sound that you just heard there on Wusong Lan is a song I use whenever somebody says something weird on my chat.
I do tend to really like going with a little bit of a faster warm-up and then getting those DT picks out the way, because then anything else feels a lot slower to follow up. Look, once you get those DT nerves out the way. Well, except for if you're gonna follow with a gimmick map, then you're making it hard for yourself, but...
Well, it looks like... I would reckon this is one of the best picks for Hong Kong though. Like, regardless of the situation here, Taiwan banned a double time map against them, and they're just going straight for the other one. It's just Sing and Jackie are both pretty fast, and it's likely gonna be a close battle on this one, but it's hard to tell if Hong Kong will be able to edge out. With the swaps here by Taiwan though, Kyoreki joining the room. We'll have to see who's gonna be the fourth player here. Before, like,
I mean,
calling.
I did just put my life savings on Hong Kong, so I kind of have a little bit of an emotional stake. Because I really
I would
need
love
those
to see Hong Kong win this
$3
one,
back.
but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's an uphill battle for sure.
It's gonna be Stu.
Yep, Stu 00608. There is something with the Taiwanese is I don't really understand why, but every single one of their names always has like a lot of numbers.
That's how you know it's a good player. It's like an automatic buff in any rhythm game. You just add some numbers and suddenly it just goes directly to your fingers.
Yep. That's like actually the BPM you can play, like the highest BPM.
608. Wow.
Yeah.
They really gotta fix that loophole.
Yeah, 608. That's so slow,
87
man.
would be a terrible number to pick, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Not very well thought out.
216 though. Here we go though. See all the players coming through with the double S so far here, so tied matchup already.
Yeah, so far so good.
Seems like Hong Kong is actually edging out a little bit on this one. The accuracy from Kyoreki is a little bit lower compared to Jackie.
Yeah, is it 100 versus 200 right now?
Side.
I think it is.
It is. Yeah, I think it's just a 1/100 difference here between these two players. Because their scores are just back tied
We're
again.
already nearly done. Damn, it's gonna be Stu against
This is gonna be a tie.
against Sing here.
Another 100 there by Kyoreki though at
Ooh,
the
that's
very
not
ending.
great.
Just comes down to the end here. If there's no actually drops by Hong Kong, they are gonna take it, and there it is.
That is a good
6,000
start.
points.
Ooh, the double SS. Cross screen.
Yep. Literally 2 100s of difference between these two teams. That's what separates this.
Yeah,
these two
certainly nobody
monsters.
played poorly, but having 2 more hundreds. Just like that.
That was very close. That could also, like with the finisher, it could have also made a big difference. If any of these players didn't hit a finisher right at any point, that could have very well been the difference maker here. But
Yeah.
both Sing and Stu getting the map perfectly well, both with a max score. It was just a battle between Jackie and Kyoreki.
Yeah, if you are Hong Kong and you are fighting that uphill battle, getting that first one under your belt in a way where everyone played well. It wasn't like a fluke type of situation. You just know you played solidly. Definitely a motivator mentally.
Yeah, Hong Kong just literally outplayed Taiwan on that map. That's what happened. Both players on each team full comboing, even had a double S on each side.
So definitely starting out good.
And it looks like Taiwan is gonna instantly respond with Hanairo Viori here. Second 3-mod pick available. And not that big of a surprise. Taiwan is gonna try to play their strengths here. Imagining a double hidden Harrow is a possibility. Double hidden Harrow for Taiwan seems like the ideal situation, and if they are picking this, I feel they're just confident with that. Because we've seen teams before with double hidden Hard Rock. Actually, we saw a 4-way through hidden Hard Rock on a match earlier today, or like yesterday.
Yeah, I remember that. And then the other one, we had 3 hidden Heart Rocks.
This is likely the easier map to hidden Hard Rock on, and in Taiko, it's pretty complicated to go hidden Hard Rock, especially on Score B1. So now with Score B2 is a little bit different. It works a little bit better, for what I know. But again, if you didn't play it on Score B1 all that much, maybe the consistency factor isn't that much on your favor. And that's probably what Hong Kong has to aim for Taiwan to commit a mistake here, because I feel model-wise Taiwan is gonna have an advantage against Hong Kong on this.
Yeah, if something is just now starting to become a viable thing to do, and especially in a tournament setting, hard to get over those nerves.
Here we go, double hidden Hard Rock for Taiwan. Just one hidden
Jackie's
Hard Rock
not
for
going to
Hong
opt
Kong.
for the hidden here.
And you know, I think that's a smart idea. I think if you see the other team going double hidden Hard Rock, usually pressures you to like pick a similar amount of mods.
Yeah, you don't want to overextend either, especially against a really strong team.
I think going for something that you're more confident, you're more consistent on. Like if Jackie full combos this, even though he's not on hidden, it's gonna make a big difference if you see misses from any of the Taiwanese.
Ooh, Sing not starting out too solidly though. He is gonna be the first one to break. That is not a great start for Hong Kong.
Definitely not. But if there is a place to miss, if there is one place to miss, is the intro of any map, because your combo isn't building up all that much yet. Which means that a miss from Taiwan maybe can offset the difference still between Jackie's mod disadvantage.
Yeah, some people would even tell you that missing at the start is good for the nerves. I don't know if I fully agree with that, but let's hope that Sing feels that way and just holds on for the rest of the match. Luckily, it is a pretty long map. We're only a quarter in, so there's definitely a ton of time to still play around with. However, it does seem like Juan and Stu are very comfortable. We're sitting at 99.6 and 99.8.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we just see a double full combo here by Taiwan. And really, if you're already one miss down on the other side, you have to wait to hope for 2 misses from Taiwan, and that's just very
I just broke
weird.
my shoulder in the mic. I didn't have my push to talk, so you didn't hear it, but anyone on stream, I apologize for breaking my shoulder.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. We're gonna get used to it. Here we go on the Ki section once again. Streams are getting a little bit longer, but nobody's struggling with them.
Yeah, especially, well, still, though, even if Hong Kong doesn't get this back and Sing and Jackie do FC the rest, it's not as much of a mental beatdown, you know? It's just one of those things where you're like, that was unfortunate, but we still did well. Versus just being completely outplayed. Oh!
Stu!
That is exactly what Hong Kong needed, though.
Yeah, the ghost stabs there by Stu, proving it to be a little too much. Which is a bit of unfortunate situation here, is that the Hong Kong player that missed it was the one on the hidden Hard Rock, so the point deficit is slightly worse than what it could have been. But again, Hong Kong is trying to catch up, but I think they will need another miss.
That is so unfortunate. Sing is not going to be able to see the rest. He's going to offset that miss from Stu himself. And it does seem like that's going to be a pretty convincing win for Taiwan. So we are going to be 1-1, pick for pick. Which still, if you are Hong Kong, again, you are the underdog. Going 1-1 with your own picks. Not that bad of a situation to be in.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, if there is a map you expect to lose against Taiwan, is a double hidden horror combination with one miss. Like, free mods in general are probably gonna be a strength for Taiwan in general. So now we have to see what Hong Kong decides to go through. Like, they don't have any double times remaining.
I'm putting my hopes on Shiwase. Am I saying that right? Gimmick map.
So. I mean,
gimmick map supreme.
Picking gimmicks against the stronger teams like Taiwan and Japan might look like a good idea, but Shiwase is a pretty popular map, so I wouldn't be surprised if Taiwan just played it for the sake of playing it before, right?
It is a lobby
map as well. Yep. That would be very fun, actually. Like, imagine if you play like a workout with your eyes closed on a map just because it's a gimmick and you actually just completely memorize it.
It reminds me of the couple of situations in the Mania Cup.
Well, it definitely needs some memorization and parse, but it's not that you can just memorize the whole beat, man. That's not really possible.
That would be the ultimate BM, but it would be so impressive that you would really hardly be able to call someone out for it.
Here we are. There's still, I mean, there's no discussion on the chat, but I reckon Sing and Jackie are both thinking what is the correct pick here, because they cannot afford really to lose one of their own picks if they want a chance to at least force a tiebreaker.
Definitely.
Here we can see the Taiwanese players are already praising Sing for his accuracy, and I told you that man can just play everything. But here, without the double time pick remaining, of course the gimmick looks like the most appealing choice, but if they're taking too much, I feel they're not gonna go for it.
Ooh, it seems like they're... we're gonna go with caramel custard.
Okay.
We have seen that quite a couple times as well. To the map picker's surprise, they didn't think it was gonna be as popular as it is.
Well, if I recall correctly, is one of the hardest normal choices, like other than like the gimmick maps in general, which just utterly get back to you if you didn't practice.
One is gonna be swapping out. Stu is gonna remain behind. Did play really well, regardless of that one miss on the previous pick. We're gonna see Q join us. He is feeling some custard. Then again, who doesn't? I appreciate the courtesy laugh.
It's fine, it's fine. I'm used to do that. Yeah. Is that even good? Probably not. Anyways, we're back here on the pick here. The caramel custard. Again, we see Curie, Reki, and Stu for this one.
Custard's so good, you put a little hat on a dinosaur. Oh, that's not a hat. That is... Wait, is that a hat or is that actual caramel custard on a plate? I can't tell.
I want to say a caramel custard.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or it is a hat shaped per caramel custard. These are the important questions.
What if it's both at the same time?
So far, the only nod it says is gonna be Jackie. Ooh, another act drop there. We're only a quarter in though. However, everyone seems quite comfortable. Double SS on the Taiwanese side.
We see that the snaps changes here for Jackie are being a bit of an issue to keep up with the accuracy department. Like you can see, whenever the streams gets a little bit faster, in between a stream that is on a different speed, he drops a couple of 100s,
yeah,
actually.
exactly. Let's see it right there. Ooh, Sing is gonna get himself 100 as well, but it is really gonna come down to Jackie here, and hopefully for Hong Kong, a couple of drops at this point for Taiwan, but it doesn't look like that is in the stars.
Well, we have seen a Stu, it wasn't Stu I think, but one of the Taiwanese players missing on one of the easier sections, mostly due to ghost tapping, and it could very well happen here. If one miss can still make up for the difference. It's not that much of a score lead here for Taiwan.
I think the more important question is, are we gonna see a double SS on the Taiwan side?
Well, it's looking like it. Last couple of notes here, probably a tricky section to go through, but
Oh, wow.
no issues whatsoever for Taiwan at all.
Oh god, that has to feel so bad for Hong Kong. Just looking over, seeing the double SS, seeing that you had absolutely no chance on your own pick. That is brutal. That is gonna keep him up at night. It's gonna keep me up at night.
To be fair, Hong Kong could have won that with double SS as well, with perfect finishes, but that's asking a bit too much.
Was not. Wow. That cat in the background does not look like it's having a good time.
This backgrounds, man. But yeah, insane performances here by both Stu and Kyoreki. Not hitting one finisher there, but that's not really gonna be that big of a deal here. Hong Kong losing for the first time their own pick, and Taiwan going instantly into one of the hidden selections, the only one remaining. And considering that Hong Kong banned entrance, I feel this is gonna be a bit more one-sided in favor of Taiwan. With Come to Life. And here you start to see the big difference that it can make for a team to have more players available.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we see Hong Kong going for the same lineup all the time, and Taiwan is just constantly swapping players whenever there is some different mod bracket being selected. And we see that Kyoreki very well versed when it comes to double time and no mod. We see him playing on both of the maps before, and he did really well, but now he's gonna get replaced, I feel, by Ishida. And just having that diversity is really what makes the difference between two teams that are very, very close to each other, like this too.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Even if it's like, for example, after a map like just now, just being able to take a little break, mentally reset, and go back in on a later map, but Hong Kong doesn't really have that luxury. Second food-themed title, we went from custard to curry.
Don't talk about food, man, I'm hungry.
I am sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. Actually, that's a good question. Like, considering the time it is for you, did you got breakfast, or how does that work? Like, did you sleep?
I would prefer not to answer any of those questions without a lawyer present.
It's fair enough. But hey, at least you didn't have to stay up until like 4 AM programming stuff because of university. Maybe because of other reasons, but no, maybe not university. Anyways, here we go with
This background just cracks me up.
It's so good. It's actually hilarious.
It's so disrespectful, but it's so funny.
Speaking of disrespect, even though it has no relation whatsoever.
Oh, starting out strong. I just noticed we have Hong Kong leading.
Yeah, the miss from Yuan on the earlier pattern here, costing Taiwan the lead here, even on their own pick. We see a 98% by Yuan.
What was that thing that you said about one-sided, huh?
Oh.
Bit of an accuracy drop for Jackie. It's again, both Sing and Stu holding the SS's. This seems like the exact same situation that we had earlier, with it being basically Jackie versus Yuan. It's team spaced name.
The accuracy from Juwan is starting to edge out Jackie's full combo here, and the scores are just neck and neck. Look at that. Oh man, 3,000 points.
Yeah,
it seems like Taiwan actually got the lead back in their favor despite the miss.
Struggling with Yak. Nerves not helping. Still really, really close though.
Dude, this is like 1,000 points of difference.
Yeah, regardless, Hong Kong doing a lot better than expected. Oh, Jackie on the slow part, making so many hundreds. Tanking his Ak. Oh no. He has lost his composure.
10,000 lead. 10,000 lead now, and the map is close to finish. Still a miss could save Hong Kong here, but it's looking very unlikely considering that none of the Taiwanese players dropped other than Joan on the intro. And after the last 100 there by Joan, it's not going to make the cut.
Singh at least putting up a solid performance, regardless of outcome, with the only SS.
Very solid. Again, like I told you, Singh is a beast in pretty much everything, and he's showing off. It's just unfortunate that they are just so ever so slightly off Taiwan. Like they got a pretty hard group in general, and
yeah,
Taiwan.
It reminds me of the situation with Malaysia in the Mania Cup, where there was this one player that was just amazing. But because his teammates, Chiwi, his teammates couldn't really keep up with that rhythm, and it really pulled down the team as a whole a little bit. It's not Jackie in particular's fault, of course, but Singh making it look so easy in comparison.
It is a team game after all. Although you're playing a single player, the score that matters is the combination of all the players in your team, and that's something that every single team has to deal with. Malaysia, even with that issue last the last cup, they managed to come up second. So Hong Kong here with Singh as the carry man, it just comes down to Jackie having a better play in general, because he did pretty well in the hidden pick. Like Taiwan picked this expecting domination. Like they expected Jackie to have a lot of combo drops, but actually he managed the full combo, and they almost took the point out of it.
So regardless of outcome, honestly, Hong Kong performing really, really well. Ooh, it's going to be our long consistency pick.
Yeah. Ginga Tetsudo no Penguin is the selection here, and again, flashbacks for the Mania World Cup.
Yep, and the one before that. I think, yeah, it's largely, it does look like it's going to be going down to Jackie holding Ak here.
Ooh, we see Monkey D. Luffy here, okay. That's bring up
that
some
took me 3 reads before I could pronounce it in my head. Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, it's the One Piece character. Not actually the main character. But yeah, I reckon Hong Kong is just basically aiming for a double full combo here and trying to outclass Taiwan in accuracy as they did on the double time pick. Perhaps even see some misses from Taiwan, but considering the Monkey D. Luffy is now joining the room, probably one of the biggest players on the team when it comes to experience, the nervous control for Taiwan are probably gonna be fine. Monkey D. Luffy should be able to full combo this, no problem.
Well, there's the caster curse, ladies and gentlemen. Monkey D. Luffy's actually gonna fail this map.
Oh yeah, for those who don't know me, there's a Blame Juan meme there, you know why. But hey, if we get a tiebreaker, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we have we seen a tiebreaker on stream? I think we've seen one so far.
UK versus France was it, if I recall correctly. That was a pretty intense match. If I recall correctly, it was Raiden commentating with Janitor. Pretty fun.
Yeah, I think, again, the eyes should be on Jackie here. I doubt Singh is going to have much trouble.
You see the ghost stabs there by Singh, keeping out the rhythm with some dons in between the cats. Straightforward patterns on the intro, although we have seen teams missing before on parts like this. Is not the case for this Asian duel here between Hong Kong and Taiwan.
Yeah, some of these slower parts, quite easy to just kind of temporarily lose focus, even just a little bit, and your act is gonna suffer.
Scores are still tied though. Every single player is hitting the finishes fine and holding double S.
Yeah,
When
so
it comes here with faster snaps, there's no drops actually in accuracy.
Yeah, so we're still in epilepsy territory. In terms of the flickering.
Well, definitely. The scores are tied though. I mean, regardless of the flickering, it's just taking a little bit more to calculate. This, you know, it's gonna be very sad if we see, like, for some reason on Taiko Score V2, some players that are getting a double S, a perfect double S, they get 1 point off 1 million. And if that happens here, we might see a 1 point difference.
Imagine
I don't know
a
what we're gonna
four-way
do on that
SS.
aspect. You can see that the scores are literally tied at the moment.
Yeah, we have
There's
4
not a
SSs
single
so
drop.
far.
Autoplay on 4 screens at the same time.
This is actually auto.
The nerves on
Literally
this part that
tied.
nobody's ghost tapping.
Oh my god, the tension is gonna have to be building quite a bit for both teams, but I can imagine Hong Kong especially.
Yeah, if they lose this one, they lose the match, so the pressure is on them, for sure. Both teams hitting the finishes fine once again. And you can see this hit distribution of
Only a
Jackie.
quarter
It's a little bit
left.
spread. I feel that if we're gonna see an accurate
I
drop,
want
it
to
is Jackie.
believe. I want to believe, but I'm scared. I'm scared to get hurt.
So close.
I'm
I mean, it's
scared to get
actually
hurt.
tied. There's not a single drop needed of this. Fastest snaps are hitting anyone off guard, and we're still going. We're gonna see a 4-way through.
Oh my
double
god,
S from
this
every
feels.
one of these players. This is just insane. Like again, it's
Is it
there's not a single point of difference between the two. The map might just be nullified at the very ending.
4-way
4
SS?
SSs and
Is
there's
that
no
what
drop.
it's gonna end up with?
There is-
What?
It's 1 point in favor
Oh
of
my
Hong Kong, but I
God.
don't know how we're gonna calculate that. That's the 1 point of difference here. I'm not too sure what we do with that. But that just
Is
happened.
that legal?
I'm not
Does
sure
that
if that's
violate
legal.
international treaties? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a nullified beat map. That's not a 1 point difference. That those two plays are identical.
Yeah. If we see Jackie with the 1 mil. That does not seem right.
Yeah, we gotta wait to see. It seems like I will say the map has to be nullified because that was, at least in my head,
Yeah.
is legitimately a
We'll see
tie.
what
I
Walter
don't
decides
think
on.
we lose a point. I like that reaction.
That is ridiculous. In your memory, has that ever happened?
Well, it did happen on catch before in a tiebreaker, if I recall correctly.
In a tiebreaker?
I'm not sure if it was a tiebreaker or a.
Yeah, we are going to be nullifying that for quite obvious reasons. That is a little client-side derp in terms of score rather than an actual non-tie. And ties do get nullified.
Yeah, if a map gets nullified, this is something that almost never happens. But if it does happen, a team that just can pick any other map if they want, but they could also pick the same map. So we could see like the same thing happen again, like a four-way double S again. That would be just bad.
Just until someone's keyboard breaks.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am very surprised with the fact that Jackie was able to control his nerves to just assess that along with the rest. In a good way. Wow. I was so ready to get very emotionally hurt by 100 at the end.
Result is now back to 1-3. We want to change the stars there.
There we go. Yeah, that is going to be nullified. Wow. That is crazy.
That was really crazy. I mean, it really came down to one human mistake, but as I told you, we were just seeing autoplaying on every single screen.
And this is the point where the conspiracy theories start, that everyone's just an AI. Predetermined score amounts. No one's actually really playing.
You say that any team in the world couldn't beat Hong Kong or Taiwan on those plays. Like, they were literally the max points you can ever get on that map for both teams.
Well, I'm glad that I got to witness that.
Well, it had to happen, right? When both of the organizers are just commentating something, this kind of things happen.
So let's see what Hong Kong is gonna end up deciding on. If I was Hong Kong, I would be a little bit, you know, just not sure what to think about life, you know? You double assessed, but you didn't win the point. Where do you go from there? Do you just call it quits and move into the mountains? I'm not sure. Build a cabin?
I reckon they're gonna go for something else, but
I would assume so. Or, I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. Suspicious asterisks.
man, I mean, if there is a map that is likely to see a tie, it's gonna be this one, but
right.
Even seeing it happening with all the tournament nerves and the tournament setup,
yeah, that is largely inconceivable. Hence why I kept saying I'm afraid to get hurt, because I was just 99% sure that at the end someone was gonna break under the nerves. So if you're just now joining us, what we just saw was a 4-way SS, which means the teams tied and the actual point got nullified. Oh, we're gonna be switching over to Future Candy.
Yeah, Cinderella Syndrome here.
Don't be fooled, not The Last Dance.
Oh, you mean Shuzi? Anyway.
What? No, there's gonna be more dancing to be had. Well, I guess not. If Taiwan wins, this will be The Last Dance.
Well, potentially, but if it is Hong Kong's pick, they might just well make it up. I'm curious though. This is the longest map on the pool, by the way, Cinderella Syndrome. And it's a hard rock choice. we've seen Jackie full comboing the 3-mod pick with Hard Rock before, so I expect him to do well. But again, it will come down to accuracy once more. Monkey D. Luffy and Stu are both staying still. There doesn't seem to be any player swap, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, at this point, this is just the squad. Once you've gone through a situation like that, you are bound by an inseparable bond. They can't leave. There we go. Let's see which team fits
what if we
the
tie
shoe.
again? What if we tie but on a different map?
On a Hard Rock pick. Now that that would be monumental.
And in a Hard Rock pick that is 4 minutes long, mind you.
Oh,
what if?
No, Jackie is like, no. Jackie has decided that is not what it's gonna be.
Well, at least not 4-way assesses, but it still can be a tie. But let's just not talk about that. We're seeing the lead now.
I will eat
clearly
an
in favor
actual
of Taiwan.
shoe if this were to tie. Still double SSs on the Taiwanese side. Again, this, how long is this map? 4.5 minutes-ish?
It's more than 4. I'm not so sure if it is exactly half. I'm gonna check it real quick, but it is... No, it's actually 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
Ooh,
so
Jackie is gonna be the one with the first break.
It's no good news for Hong Kong there.
Not at all. Looking at the other side, double SS still. Taiwan just a force to be reckoned with. Sing, however, certainly not making Hong Kong look bad. It is looking to be the last dance.
Well, the thing that Hong Kong has on their hands is that it's the longest map of the pool, so it could still go in their favor if they see a miss from Taiwan.
Oh,
but
yeah,
again,
it's
they're
definitely
both
not
assessing.
over.
We're still halfway through the map to
It
go
would,
through here.
Juan, it would be terrible. It would be absolutely terrible if you were to mention a particular Taiwanese player and something were to happen to
Dude,
save their
okay.
combo.
I did that to your team, like to US in 2015, and it was also Taiwan. I feel I have to be like I had enough with Taiwan in my entire life. But yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just subtly mentioning it would be very unfortunate if you were to mention either player, you know?
It would be very unfortunate if just Stu misses on one of this really easy cats, but I don't think that's gonna happen at all. Everyone is just waiting for it. Like, this will be a 7-0 as well, by the way. Like, that also happened.
For the context, there was a particular match in the previous cup where Juan said, "Oh, this is going to be a 7-0," and I think it went to tiebreaker.
Yes.
And it ended up being one of the most exciting matches in the whole tournament. Wow, still the double SS for Taiwan, just unstoppable.
Yeah, Sing actually dropped 100, so there's no more SSs for Hong Kong.
God. Taiwan is going to be going for the tie win. Oh!
Oh, that's a miss for
I physically
Monkey
felt
Luffy.
that.
I think there's enough time though for Hong Kong to catch up. They're
yeah.
trying with their lives here. Oh, it's not enough.
That is not going to do it.
That's 11,000 points of difference. And that's a win for Taiwan. Look at that. It's S for Stu and Monkey Luffy with 101 miss.
Yeah, Stu finishing that up very nicely. Monkey was certainly on his way to an SS. Had a little bit of a trip up, but not enough of a trip up to really matter. Hong Kong, honestly though, that was, even though 4-1 looks like a dominating win, Hong Kong played extremely well. Very, very impressive.
I guess we can say this was a 5-2, sort of, because we saw a tie, or like
Right.
4.5 to 1.5.
In the group stage,
Yep.
getting to 5 in a best of 7, the new meta.
Only something that Taiwan can do. But yeah, that was a cool match there. Like seeing the first actual tie of the Taiko World Cup this year. That's fun. I don't think it happened on the previous year because the maples were just a bit hard.
I actually
so
do
it
not
wasn't
think
a
I have
possibility.
seen a single tie in a team tournament ever.
You know, I think the closest thing I saw was on like 7-key World Cup or 4-key World Cup, like differences of 20 points. In fact, like I remember commentating a 1v1 tournament not so long ago, which was like 8 points of difference, no, 12 points of difference. That was like the closest thing I've seen in my entire life. And now this, it's just an actual tie in a 2v2. That's unbelievable. But Taiwan goes out with a win here, walks out with a 4-1. But Hong Kong definitely putting some pressure here on Taiwan, and definitely going to be a problem to deal with for any team that faces them on the bracket stage.
Definitely a very solid, fun match. We have 3 more matches this particular block. We have Spain versus Indonesia coming up right now, followed by Ukraine versus Malaysia, and Russia versus the UK.
If I have to recommend you something, viewers, Spain versus Indonesia, that's gonna be an insane match. At least on the makings.
Hold on, when is that match happening? Would you enlighten
That's
us?
happening in 2 minutes, actually.
Oh,
you can see
isn't
it on the
that-
stream.
Wow.
Here.
That is some great timing right there.
Yeah, it actually looks like perfect
It
timing.
looks like
to
Indonesia
swap
has no
commentators.
players.
Oh no!
They lost
Indonesia.
all of their players. It is you hate to see it. It is
This is Raiden's
unfortunate,
fault, right?
but sometimes you know you just you run out of players. You know, it happens.
Indonesia.x has stopped working. Hey, this is totally Raiden's fault, right? This is commentator's problem.
No, this is just to make it more exciting. Going in blind.
Oh yeah, Spain doesn't know what they're playing against, right? That's a deal.
Could be anything.
In fact, the secret Indonesian team is actually made by Habistix and me. We're gonna outplay the Spains.
Our goal here is to throw them off of their game so hard that they will just not know how to react.
Exactly. We're not just gonna pick Xiaowa Se, we're just gonna pick it backwards. Right? It's gonna go reverse. Hey, we see Nico Nyan already there for Indonesia, the captain of the team. We see Hanjamon, Alvaro, and Mitrox. If I recall correctly, those 3 players are from Spain. Although we didn't really got a chance to see who was on the Indonesian team, so
Right,
it's still
so-
not.
Oh, it
Yeah.
seems like okay. I see how it is. The list for Spain is also wrong.
Oh, is it?
I like this. Alvaro is their captain. This is the wild card match, Spain versus Indonesia. Throw the regular setup out the window and see what we end up with. Keep
Oh, yeah, that's
everyone on
true.
their feet.
Alvaro is the captain. I forgot that. It seems though that after having this fun on Taiwan versus Hong Kong, I believe we're gonna see a commentator swap here.
Yep.
I believe we're gonna see a double commentator swap, in fact. I'm not sure.
Are we? I'm not sure. I mean, it's 1 to 5 a.m. I turned into a pumpkin at 5 a.m. So I gotta go. Oh, it's too late. Currently is speaking pumpkin into a microphone. Regardless, not on camera, so it doesn't really change that much. But yeah, I'm gonna be swapping out for Zetera.
Hey, hello.
Oh, hello there, sir.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Doing as good as a pumpkin can. So thank you for having me, and we'll see you guys around.
Us, yeah.
Right, have a great day.
It was good fun day.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Cetera. Been a long time since I talked with you.
Oh, yes, it has. Yes, indeed. I'm glad to be here. A little earlier than usual, on unplanned, but, you know, I can't resist the fun of a good Taiko World Cup, and I hope the audience feels the same way. Let me know. Come on, give me some of the hype.
Woo!
This, I can tell you, is going to be a great match. I personally wanted to join this one just for the matchup. I'm not even lying.
Well, I'm definitely trusting you on that one, and I mentioned it before. Spain versus Indonesia, top seed versus high seed. This is actually the highest seeded high seed, or mid seed if you want to call it that way, versus the lower seeded top seed, Indonesia. So these teams are literally one spot of each other.
Yeah, they're very close actually in the rating there. So, you know, this already calls for a great match, right?
Definitely, and
Dude,
we're gonna
can't
see
wait.
very interesting results here, I feel. And we have seen an upset already. If I recall correctly, we have seen a lower seed taking a match against a higher seed.
That's
Just
right.
don't remember which match was it.
Hello there.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
Mango.
Mangomizer? What a surprise! Hello, how are you?
Very good. Just woke up, but
Hey,
glad
Sam.
to be here and can't miss a single bit of action. So,
Yeah, for this match you
Always
just
good.
have to jump in. I mean, this is a matchup you don't want to miss.
oh, definitely Spain versus Indonesia, top of the mid seed versus bottom of the top seed, I believe.
Exactly.
Like 8th versus 9th seeded, these two teams could not be closer.
Definitely. But hey, now that you're hearing Mango, you have two Taiko experts, and I can say goodbye finally to the stream. And I can go back to refereeing and help Walter Toro. So thanks, Mango, for joining us here, and
Fine.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Juan,
Cetera,
for
covering.
taking the lead here, and we'll see you later.
Yep, definitely. Thanks, guys,
Juan.
and have
Alright,
fun
take
with this
care.
Thanks for
amazing
holding the
match.
fort.
Alright, Spain versus Indonesia. What are your predictions, Mango? I mean, this is as close as it can get, so do you have any idea on who's going to take the lead here?
I really don't know. I think it's a real coin toss here. Both teams have really competent players. I believe Spain's main carries are Alvaro YL and Micros. Both are very strong double time players with a variety of mods. Micros is very strong with hidden and can prove very accurate. Hard rock as well. I've played against him in various tournaments. He defeated me 5-3 once, I believe, a couple years ago. And since then, everyone's improved a little. Alvaro has been rising through the ranks for the past year, setting very impressive double time plays. Raiden's very good with accuracy. And then if you look over on the Indonesian side, you have powerhouses like Nishizumi, PMV, and XK, players who have a lot of tournament experience, proving to be very accurate and consistent when need be.
That's right, they're covering a lot of skill sets, just like Stain does. They're really similar in their own setup. Absolutely right. XK is a big point in reading maps, as well as Nishizumi. PM Riva is just ridiculous. He's improved over the years to a ridiculous amount. It's just absolutely mind-boggling where they have gone. I think they're top 50 now, as opposed to, I think 1.5 years ago, where he was lurking around rank 300. So their improvement is just absolutely nuts. And we cannot count out Lightning Wyvern either. They've been part of the TWC for plenty of years. This is not a newcomer, this is a legend, this is a veteran of the installment. And Nikunyan, I think, joined into the TWC scene last year, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure he was captain last year, yeah.
I think so, yeah. And they've proven to be a worthy captain at that time. They're great at hard rock, they can play Nomad really well, they're very consistent at what they do. So yes, a very vital point of the team. And since you mentioned that this is a coin toss between the two teams, you can't really tell who is going to be the favorite, I figured you're right, and I think the best way of setting an estimate on who's going to win is to toss a coin. So, I got 5 pence over here.
I gotta have to one-up you on that. I think I have a 10p coin somewhere. Hang on.
Alright. Here's what we're going to do, chat. I want to know who you think is going to win. Heads is Spain, and tails is Indonesia. I'm going to flip this coin. And I want to see who you are supporting, so let me know what your preferred side of the coin is right now.
Maybe we should roll dice instead, but whatever. Okay, tossing coin. Tails. So I guess I'm rooting for Indonesia, I guess.
I got myself some heads.
Looks like we'll be going head to head here.
Even the coins don't know how this is going to go. It can't be more exciting than this.
I mean, both teams are. I say their playing level, their playing skill is far above what Matt Full can challenge them, I suppose. So really, I think it'll come down to a battle of consistency. There's
no doubt they are definitely capable of playing all of these maps. It's just about how well they can play. And if they're going to trip up and make some mistakes. Alright, and here we are. I haven't even mentioned this warm-up just yet. Even have the team one. What's this song? Himno de Partido Popular.
Popular, I guess. I'm not particularly familiar with Spanish.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't speak Spanish either, but this is a hymn. That's what I can see, but
seems to be some kind of PP map. So.
Oh well, it's best PP. Of course, it's going to be a PP map.
I guess we can expect this map to be full of doublets or 1614 or something.
Either that, or it's going to be full of like KDD streams. I'm expecting some of these. Wait, is this a promo or something? What's this song? Oh dear. Okay, slow down.
That feels just under 300 BPM, I think? No, it's slightly slower.
I think it's around that mark. Nikunyan has given up already. They're not joining the party.
PM Riva showing that incredible speed. Maintaining full combo, I believe.
They haven't dropped them, that's just ridiculous. Look at the HP right now, that tells you everything about every single player in those teams individually. Like, Alvaro YL even has more HP than PM Riva right now. This has to be a promo of some sort of political party, right? I guess PP is no longer performance points. Political party. We want you for the TWC 2018. Wow, this is a long warm-up. We're only through like 2/3 of the map right now. Join the propaganda now. What is that? Are those hit sounds? Are you kidding me? Those are hit sounds. What?
That was such a beauty to behold that Mango actually crashed his computer. Zatera, I'm going to be joining you for just a second while Mango fixes his computer explosion.
Oh hey, how are you?
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black?
Did not think I'm going to be hearing any Big Black during the Taiko World Cup.
Oh no, I remember this map.
Oh no, that's it. I'm done.
This one was played last year as well. I remember this one. I do not like this map.
That is just bad manners all around.
No cussing allowed.
The true downfall of society.
Gathered right into this multiplayer.
Oh, there's Mr.
Oh, look,
Mango.
he's back.
Welcome back.
Wow, my computer just exploded. Sorry about that.
Glad you put it back together.
Quick technician.
Actually, no. I'm using a different computer, actually.
Oh, I see.
So,
look at Mr. Many Computers over here.
and before this one explodes as well. Anyway, is this... Yeah, this has got to be the Indonesian warm-up.
This is the Indonesian warm-up.
Apparently,
For
I
sure.
think
This one was
Bezar... Yeah, I think Bezar Hitam is Big Black, I think, in Indonesian. I'm not sure, but I recall it's translating into something along
I
that
don't
line.
speak any of that, so I can't confirm it, but it looks like it could spell black. Can we manually bleep out the cussing words, please? Let's try doing that.
Anyway, I know this map quite well. It's got low HP drain, I believe, but then it's mapped to 360 BPM, so it's basically a speed map. I can see players like PM Riva doing extremely well on this.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure this is P. Reaver's map actually. This map has been picked before in previous TWCs. And I'm telling you again, I really don't like this map, and you're going to see why right now. Right guys, no cussing. Help me bleep out the word.
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Please do that.
Who's afraid of the big black?
Oh god, this
No,
SV
no.
impossible to read.
The flashbacks. No, no.
Nothing really much to say about this map, to be honest. It's super difficult.
Yeah, this is just an abomination in itself. Again, I really don't like it. You know why? I don't know when the second bleepable word's coming in. That's going to be a problem.
Anyway, while these players are struggling with this, well, most of these players are struggling with this incredible map, shall we talk about a few predictions of how this match will turn out? What do you think Spain's gonna ban? What do you think Indonesia's gonna ban?
Oh dear, I honestly got no idea. All of these players are covering an insane amount of skill sets. Bleep! Sorry. So, it could really go either way. They can definitely balance out any single ban that there is with just their sheer amount of skill in any single mode or mod.
If I had to wager a guess, I would say Spain is lacking a little in the hidden department because outside of my trust, I do not believe that there are other Spain players who are majoring in hidden. I believe Alvaro can play hidden. He's been learning recently, from what I've heard. But he's not a hidden main. He's more hard rock and double time. And the same with the other players. Raiden is very hard rock focused, and the other players more no mod. So I think I can see them banning out hidden, just as a precaution, especially since Indonesia, in fact, is quite hidden, like very strong and hidden. You have players like XK, Nishizumi, PM Riva, always setting these easy hidden Nightcore scores, for lack of a better word. But they're very well versed in hidden, I would say.
Well, I'm still giving them the benefit of the doubt to say that if they prepared for hidden, I bet they're now on a certain level they can at least cope with in this stage of the tournament. So I'm going to be cautious and going to say that there's not really anything that they could bank on. Like Indonesia cannot really go to a mod and then, sweep Spain just with that one because there are not as many picks, and I think Spain will be able to cope in some sort of way on those mods. So, to say the least, this is going to be very close.
Alright, with that over, I guess it's time for rolls. Gotta get that lucky dice out.
Riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big
I really sincerely hope that nobody's going to roll a 1 ever again.
Did that happen? I heard that happen in one of the previous matches.
Yeah, it happened for Germany. We can't afford another one.
Is it possible to roll? Is it possible to roll a 0 actually?
Oh, that I don't know. If you choose to roll between, 0 and 1, then it works. If you type out roll 1, you're either going to get a 0 or a 1. But I don't know whether that's the case with 100. Well, I don't even want to think about it. Imagine you try to roll 400, getting your privileges to pick whatever you want to, spam whenever you want to, and you get a 0. What's that? But no, we'll actually end up with 20 and 50. Nice even numbers. And that will give Nikunyan, or rather Indonesia, the right to pick first.
Oh, interesting. Looks like Spain is banning out Helix, the harder of the two, or shorter of the two hard rock picks. I do not regret putting a 7.5 star map in the pool. It's quite interesting, actually. I would have thought they would have kept hard rock, but it's possible that, considering Alvaro's unique playstyle, you might have a bit of trouble playing the doublets, possibly?
Can we just mention that Big Black is still running in the background? It's driving me nuts. Honestly, back in my day when I was playing Standard, I've spent so much time... No, stop turning it up! Turn it down again. Turn that sound off! Turn it up! No! Turn it off! That's better, thank you. Right, yeah. I've spent so many attempts just trying to pass that. Oh my god. Nah, don't play with me like that. That's not how it works. No.
Yeah, but like I said, Alvaro has a very interesting playstyle. Zetra, are you aware of Alvaro's wonderful playstyle?
I'm actually not. Please enlighten me.
Hang on, looks like Indonesia is going to ban Day After, the longer double time pick. It's actually surprisingly been banned quite a few times. I believe players just don't want to play the consistency, I guess.
Want to get rid of that. Who picked that, by the way? Actually, no, I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're not going to say who picked the Day After in that pool.
Good for them. Good for them. Hey, I think we haven't seen Entrance yet, or Entrance. I think it's time for that, isn't it?
Yeah, I still don't think we've seen it so far.
I haven't seen it. I really want to.
Unless there are matches that we've missed, which I've seen all the matches up till to UTC, so
Give me Entrance.
possible. Anyway, speaking about Alvaro's playstyle, before I forget, so Alvaro is very interesting. He's probably one of the few players, high-level players, who still uses ZXCV keybind, but he plays with 3 fingers, and it's sort of like a mishmash between DDKK and KBBK. So his left finger, his left index finger is on Z, then his right hand,
stop it!
his right hand is on X and C. He plays KDDK, but his left index is on Z, so his left index is the left cat, and his right hand is on XC, so it like his index and middle finger are on top of X and C, so it's like Don's. But then whenever there's a cat pattern, he shifts his right middle finger onto the V, so he plays it's so weird. So he has his left hand is playing one key.
Is that like a permanent hand switch? What is that?
It's like a constantly, like his right hand controls 3 keys with 2 fingers, and his left finger only controls 1 key. It's very weird. I don't know how anyone could get to 9,000 PP with this playstyle, but clearly it's possible. Anything's possible.
That's really nice, yeah. You do you. That's my motto. Can we mention the absolutely amazing banger that's playing in the multiplayer right now? I'm finally getting rid of Big Black. We're switching to a song that I really want to hear. This is nice.
Haven't you had enough of this song? I mean, like...
No, I can't get enough of this.
Let's have a look at the statistics here. This map...
a lot of time.
This map is picked... I believe this map is the most picked map in the entire pool so far.
That may just be true. Yeah, I've seen it a lot of times, but I'm not getting tired of it.
11 times. Tied with caramel custard. It's very common. Banned only twice.
I bet right now that at some point I'll be able to call what the lyrics are, just right as they happen.
Yeah, I mean,
late is at the end of the day.
I can give you a bit of insight about how we ended up with this pool and map selection. This was one of the first maps in the group stage pool, actually. And we were like, well, I mean, we need a gimmick map for the pool, so so I thought of this map. It was a very popular map, and it's one of the gimmick maps that's actually tailored to low level that isn't completely broken on Score V2, as with most gimmick maps.
That's right.
On the higher level with slider gimmicks and so on and so forth. Anyway, we put this map in the pool, but we were worried that it would be banned a lot, so therefore we put another map, Going Under, to sort of balance it out. So if like teams would ban one map, we figured most teams would ban the gimmick map because they wouldn't be bothered to learn this map, but it seemed like it's had a complete opposite effect of what we expected. Everyone seems to want to pick this map for some reason. We're very much
they ended up picking both, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, Going Under has been picked 9 times, and Shiwaze has been picked 11 times. So these are the 2 highest numbers in the entire one. So it turns out, I guess, I mean, it's a chance for lower teams to have an opportunity to steal a point from some stronger team who's maybe less prepared, or just nerves even. These maps aren't very technically difficult. It's just you have to be very careful.
Wait, Team Reva is really engaging right now. They mean to play 1v2 against Spain. That's going to be one heck of a trip, but nah. I guess we're having some technical difficulties on Indonesia's side, otherwise we would have been in the match already. Let's just give it some time. I don't think Team Reva is going to play alone, or are they?
That is interesting. Really does seem like he's
1v2?
playing alone.
Well, let's see it. I'm interested.
Could be lag.
Yeah, I suppose it's a player in the wrong slot, but let's just say it's a 1v2. Like, give it up for PM Reva, being the only guy in Indonesia to represent their country right now, supposedly.
Brave Indonesian warrior infiltrates Spain ranks.
Colorized 1945.
It seems like most people are holding on to that FC, with Mitros and PM Reva holding on to that double S. Hanhamon or Handamon? Not really sure.
I prefer Han Jamon.
Hanhamon, the ham.
For the ham, yeah. Actually a quite renowned music producer by now, making songs like Paella. What's the name of the other one?
I believe it was Croquetas.
Croquetas. Oh, I love that.
All his music is so sinister. It's great.
When are we going to see a song that's based on ham, though? What was that? That was the Indonesian tactic to block out Spain's screen more or less. I think it backfired.
Anyway, no one's missed yet. Everyone's holding on to very high accuracy. Oh, and it's just as I say that, Hanhamon misses unfortunately at the combined high SV 0 BPM gimmick. Very unfortunate. Unfortunately, we don't know how the second Indonesia player is doing. So maybe the other we're hoping that the other person has, at least I'm hoping, since I'm rooting for Indonesia, I'm hoping that both of them are holding on to that sweet FC.
Dude, this is a new form of hidden. I thought this was a nomad pick.
Yeah, but it seems like Spain is lagging behind by about 20,000 points due to that miss. We head to the 1/8 burst. Hanwon missing again, unfortunately. Very tricky. I am not 100% sure what Hanjamon's playstyle is. DDKK players tend to have a little
ranked, so I think they're playing a conventional KDPK, but I may be wrong.
No one's dropping on the Abakobe section, which is great.
Can we just mention the accuracies by Mitros and PM Reva? They are just ridiculous. Above 99.9/99.8. If it was a 1v1 right here, that would have been absolutely mesmerizing as well. Now, Hankamon is not doing too bad either. He's still at 700,000 points at this point, which is not bad. And we don't know what the second Indonesian player is looking like, so this is going to be a surprise until the very end.
Yeah, but Hanhamon is lagging behind by about 100,000 points, so it's quite a significant difference compared to the other two players we can see. So until we can see that second Indonesian player, we can't really say for sure, but I don't think the situation's looking too good for Spain. This is Indonesia's pick after all, and we're in the final section of the map. So
Dude, look at that. I can't even read that myself. Right, that's it. Now we have to find out what Indonesia's second player has.
Seems
Oh
like
boy, what
Indonesia
is it?
won. Looks like Indonesia won that one, and the other player was Nishizumi, who was playing who basically almost FC'd. I believe he missed at the very end. He had a higher accuracy of 99.91. So he had the highest accuracy in the room, actually.
Man.
But he missed at the start of the memorization section, I believe. But yeah, my trust had the highest score in the room, though, with 996k, so props to him for that.
Oh boy, we've got a trade. Oh, never mind. Every time I want to make a good joke. Whatever. Raiden is in. Oh.
That's a good solid pick by Indonesia, stealing that first point, and Spain's going to respond with Penguin, I believe.
Penguin being a very solid pick in itself, just because it isn't too gimmick based. It's one of the easier maps in the pool.
I'd say it's one of the easiest maps in the pool, actually.
It's not the easiest, yeah.
Although, judging from match history, a lot of people seem to have a tiny bit of trouble at the introduction. Futsu level patterns missing, just a tiny bit of trouble. I think it's happened 4 times now. It's surprising, like, it's amazing, incredible what nerves can do to even the strongest of players. We've had, like, all kinds of players missing at the beginning. It's very weird.
That's right, maps can be very underwhelming. That's just as ridiculous. Well, no, not ridiculous, that's the wrong word, but it's just as striking as overwhelming maps, I would say. You're expecting more, you're getting very little, you're overshooting. It causes misses, of course.
Playing for yourself and playing for the team, very different scenarios.
I'm just going to act as though I didn't see that image. Happy stick. I now know all about your fetishes.
Anyway, I do fully expect. Oh dear. You know, I have
not
an
show that on stream. Did not show. You have an animated version of that?
I have an animated version of that. It's amazing. Anyway, as expected,
the FBI though, do I?
As expected, with 2 powerhouses of the Indonesian team playing XK and Nishizumi, both very accurate players. And on the Spanish side, we've got Alvaro, who is very likely to double S this song, and Raiden, who is very strong on hard rock accuracy. So let's see how that transitions into this map.
Yeah, I figure that this is a potential tie again. Like, we had one between Hong Kong and Taiwan on this map.
1 point difference.
1 point difference. Not going to see that very often, but I think this could very well be another tie. Nobody's being underwhelmed by that beginning. Like the switch from that.
Oh, we do see a drop in accuracy from Raiden. Now, all Nishizumi and SK have to do is just hold on to that SS, and as long as they can keep ahead of Spain in this regard, then there's nothing Spain can do about it. Although the new Score V2 system, having bad accuracy later is more punishing.
That's right. So if somebody...
Oh, wait, actually, no, wait. Ignore me, that's wrong. That's not true. It only applies to... no, that's just completely wrong, actually. Ignore me. That's not how it works. That only applies for old Score V2. New Score V2 removed that thing.
Anyways, we are getting an accuracy drop on XK, and also he misses. Or they miss. That will give over the lead to Spain. I'm very surprised.
And I believe they missed right about at 400 combo, which is the combo cap for the new Score V2. So that's possibly the worst possible place you could miss.
Where did that come from?
But he's still holding strong on accuracy.
Yeah, the accuracy is still very nice, and we have a double S on every single side. If we compare accuracies right here, XK does have the lowest accuracy, however, they're still above 99.5. very impressive in itself. Anything Spain needs to do now is to hold on. The accuracy drop doesn't matter anymore. They do have the lead. They don't want to lose it.
As long as they don't miss, before the last 200 notes of the song, they have this in the bag actually. And with only 300 notes left in this song, roughly 300 notes, I think as long as they can hold combo for another 10 seconds, they have this. It's pretty much a guaranteed
8,
victory.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's
in the
it.
clear.
I'm pretty sure that seals it.
I think they're in the clear. Really good pick from Spain, actually, banking on misses from the Indonesian side. Frankly, I didn't expect Indonesia to miss, but
I'm very surprised by that miss, and it really cost them. Okay, that's a point for Spain. 1-0.
yeah, 2 double S's though, 1 on each side. Props to Alvaro and Nishizumi for that unshakable consistency. Could have been a draw actually if XK's 1 miss turned into a 100. Then it would have been pretty interesting.
Yup. Just notice how Nishizumi has 1 point off the million, and Alvaro does have the million. That would have cost another 1 point lead, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a draw. It's a clear victory for Spain. Anyway, it's Indonesia's turn to respond. What are they going to go with? Having gone for one of the gimmick maps, I can see them going under actually.
Well, let's see. Oh dear. Guys, this is our new Easter look. We've now turned green. Green as the succulent grass. There we are.
And we're back.
We're sorry for that inconvenience, but I hope your green receptors are now up on par again. Right, chat. And you are supporting right now. We know that this is going to be close, but you do have to have a bias, right? So let me know. If you're for Spain, give me that 1. If you're for Indonesia, give me that 2 right now. Coin predictions are invalid. We've got heads and tails. We need 1s and 2s right now.
Finally! Wow. Didn't expect to see this getting picked.
Finally!
Entrance or entrance, it doesn't matter. What matters is that it got picked, and I believe with that, I think every map in the pool has been played at least once now. Thank you, Indonesia.
We've got to thank Indonesia for giving us that. I'm really looking forward to this one.
I can hear N-Wolf cheering in the background. He loves his stats, and when his zeros turn into 1s. But yeah, let's talk about entrance or entrance. Mapped only to 1/3 and 1/6 snappings. At 180 BPM, it's an OD7. It's more of an accuracy reading challenge, if anything else. So Indonesia sending Nishizumi and XK definitely Good choice there. Very strong accuracy players. It's time to see how Spain will respond to that.
Right, this is a hidden pick, not to be forgotten, at 180 BPM. Now, 180 BPM doesn't seem too fast, especially because it's mapped on 1/3, as you can hear.
Oops,
That
sorry.
actually adds to the difficulty in hidden.
Sorry, Deadbeat's cheering as well. Can't forget about Deadbeat. Looks like Indonesia's taking the early lead here, and we have an unfortunate miss from Alvaro here. There's still about like 500 notes to go, so there's plenty of time to recover. Map increases in XP. Could throw people off.
So far, the pick is paying off for Indonesia.
But
We have a
as
slight
it's-
lead right now. Good accuracy by Nishizumi right now. XK's keeping up a 99.1 as well. Got another drop from the Spanish side.
Yeah, and with already half the map over, almost 2/3 now, Indonesia leading by about 60,000 points, it's going to be very hard to recover unless we see a double miss from the Indonesian side, which at the moment is looking quite unlikely.
There's just a wall right now. If there's no miss happening, this is a point for Indonesia. Flat out, no chance.
And as we transition into final high SV section, Indonesia looking stable as ever. I don't think Spain can recover from this actually. Alvaro with another miss.
With that miss, I think that seals the deal. Pretty much at the end right now. We're not getting any fails. That's it. 2-1. Indonesia's taking the lead in this match.
It's definitely a good attempt from Spain though. Mitros actually going toe-to-toe against XK, but Nishizumi with only 3 100s.
What
That
a
is
monster. On
insane.
1/3, that is insane. OD7.
Crazy.
Let me just explain that OD is way different in taiko than it is in standard, which makes OD7 sound less intimidating for it's really high for taiko players. So getting a good accuracy on a hidden pick on OD7, it's not unheard of, but it's really, really difficult. And getting that is just absolutely phenomenal. Oh, we get Hanehiro Biori.
Not surprised,
map.
actually. Definitely not surprised. I guarantee you Mitros is playing this one, going full-on hidden hard rock. Interesting pick, though, because I would imagine Indonesia's going... They've got a couple of really strong hidden hard rock players as well. I don't know what... Could we possibly see a 4-way hidden hard rock? I mean,
Very interesting.
Alvaro's very strong on high SV hidden, I would assume.
Man, don't scare me now. I cannot handle 4 hit hard rocks.
I think
Anyways,
it's only happened once before.
Let me just tell you that this song is causing flashbacks for me as well. We've talked about Big Black being a big problem. This one's even worse. You want to full combo this with the song to get a high amount of EP in standard. And the last jumps in that, oh dear. Luckily no jumps in taiko. However, if we get to see 4 hidden hard rocks, I think the same amount of difficulty is going to be right in front of my eyes. I won't be able to handle this. No, Happy Stick, I'm putting you in with that one.
I don't doubt for a second that all 4 players should be able to FC this map. Especially Spain, considering it is their pick. We'll just have to see how Indonesia responds to that sort of confidence. I believe this will come down to accuracy. Plain and simple. It's just accuracy battle.
Hidden hard rock. Oh
4-way
my
hidden hard rock.
god!
4-way hidden hard rock. Thank Enwolf for finding this map. I
No,
never knew
dude,
about
I
this
can't.
map. I never knew about this map. It seems to be doing wonders for the tournament.
I wanted to say that I'm going to close my eyes because of that, but there's no point in doing that because I can't read anything anyways. I mean, look at that. Half of the screen is just black.
A few accuracy drops from either team, and no one is holding on to that SS anymore. Looks like Spain is taking the early lead just by a hair, about 2,000 points or so. Scores are moving too fast for me to tell, frankly.
Yeah, this is going to be too close to call until we get a definite hard accuracy drop or even a miss on either side. This lead means absolutely nothing.
XK lagging a bit behind in terms of the accuracy department, possibly due to the 1-6 at the beginning, but he's currently the only player under 99%, and just as I say that, he breaches, so every player is above 99% now. So, wow, the scores are incredibly close.
Oh dear. I can't take this manga. I just can't.
All players handling the ninja streams perfectly fine. Wow, I mean,
They have to be prepared. They
My
know
trust-
what they're doing.
My Trust and PM Riva neck and neck with accuracy. Alvaro just edging about 0.2% over XK, but that's enough to give them a lead of about 5,000 points right now.
Just like,
But any miss,
points,
and it's all over. One miss and it's all over.
this is way too tense, dude. I have to call it quits.
Right, we just reached the halfway point of the map. Still, neither side is willing to give an inch.
These ninja streams, they don't even care. They just do it.
And we see our first miss from PM Riva. That's not gonna be good. That is not gonna be good. Now, all Spain needs to do is hold on to combo. Now, we enter the low SV section. Is anyone gonna drop here?
There is a drop from XK. I can't believe it. Oh no.
That's not
Is that
looking
it
good for
for
Indonesia.
Indonesia?
That's
I
not
mean,
looking good.
There's a high density Ki coming up again. Is that another miss from XK?
That's another miss, unfortunately, but it's pretty close, so it pretty much counts as one miss. But
More misses.
oh, XK showing the nerf showing through. XK is in a bit of trouble now, but we also
Spain
see
does
this
drop.
from Alvaro there. So I think Spain is currently leading by about 1.5 misses, I think. There's not much
Another ninja
left.
stream. They don't care.
Another miss from XK.
XK drops again.
That would be good. We're gonna reach the final section of the song with the 1-6. Is anyone gonna drop here?
This could still matter. Nobody's dropping. This is Spain's point. 2-all.
This is looking to be one of the closest matches we've seen so far.
Absolutely stunning performance by Mytrosk. 4100s on both Hidden Hard Rock. Everybody's played Hidden Hard Rock in this one. Everybody's crossed the 1 million mark. But Spain does clutch it out by a couple of, well, 10,000s of points. Just about 60,000, I believe. 8 across the board, 1S. That was absolutely fantastic. I can't even fathom to do this with 2 mods. Let alone 1. What a true show of skill.
Alright, Indonesia's turn now, because whatever happens after this pick goes into match point, so gotta pick carefully.
My god, I'm really expecting a tiebreaker in this.
I'm expecting a hidden pick. I think that we're gonna go for Come to Life, I believe.
That would be the most sensible pick indeed.
They've got a lineup of incredibly strong hidden players. I don't see why they would go for anything else, frankly. Just as a reminder, Spain banned out Helix and Indonesia banned out Day After, so those maps are out of the question right now.
Right, so we are expecting a hidden pick, but it doesn't look like
Looks like they're gonna go for caramel
They're actually
custard.
going for caramel custard. And
Other
no
most
technical
popular,
map.
the most popular, the second. I mean, the tied first most popular map.
Next to
in
Shiawase,
full-
right?
Next to Shiawase, yes. Now both are sitting at 12 picks each, I believe. In before Spain sends out Hanhamon, the ultimate, the extreme connoisseur of foodstuffs and confectionaries.
That's right.
Mr. Paella. Croquetas.
Croquetas, hand jamon.
Can't see it going well with caramel custard, to be honest. It sounds absolutely disgusting. And it looks like the lineups are set. Spain going for Hanhamon. You know, I'm never going to make a decision on this, but I believe Hanhamon is indeed a DDKK player, actually. Just
Oh, is he?
yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Okay.
So yeah, definitely not a bad idea to send him out for this one, especially considering the amount of finishers in this, consecutive finishers, which can be quite tricky for KDDK players. It's definitely not a bad idea. Just have to see how players cope. And Indonesia going with their usual lineup of powerhouses, XK and PM Riva. Our first accuracy drop from Mitros there, but it's fairly early on, so anything could happen.
The Riva has also tanked a little bit of accuracy. We're very close together at the very beginning. Those difficult
Spain.
snapbacks, they really do their job. Everybody's lost their double S right now. There is a first drop from XK, Indonesian side. Spain's going to take the lead for now. Finishers do not face Hankamon in the slightest. The other players are doing fine as well.
Spain's still holding on strong, actually. So if things continue the way they are currently, I think Spain's got this one in the bag.
They're pulling through right now. Peter
Another-
Riva does find a drop.
But
Hankamon as well.
So it's 1 miss to 2.
This can still be turned around. Don't count Indonesia out of this one. This is the Indonesian pick, so I'm expecting that they had something in plan here. But they better show it now. Now is the time to shine.
There's not much map left. There's only that 1-8 section at the end. Is anyone gonna drop there?
No further drops. This is the end of the map. Last Kiai. I think they got it.
I think they've done it. Great point.
No drops at the end. Spain's going to take this one.
By about 1,900 points. That's a
With a
close
slither
one.
of a score lead, but still very confidently. We've got
Look at that
one
accuracy from PM
full
Riva,
combo.
though.
That's absolutely
99.74.
nuts. That one miss really cost it. That one miss deficit. And right away we're getting the next pick right here, Encounter.
Alright, judging from what they did for the other free mod map, I can expect Spain going for double hidden hard rock as well. I'd say this map with double hidden hard rock is harder than Hanayura Biori. With the more technical snaps, have a higher accuracy requirement. Is Indonesia going to go head to head with them? Or are we going to see another quadruple hidden hard rock?
I mean, just imagine if Spain planned out this scenario, kept Encounter for this very scenario, and are now ready to pick double hidden hard rock. Indonesia has to balance it out the same amount of mods.
Not necessarily.
Because I'd figure that Spain prepared for this now specifically. There has to be a reason why they picked Encounter so quickly. I think they prepared for that. They're not going to miss. That's my prediction.
But Spain is definitely in a good position. They're already at 3 points, so which means either way, this is going to be the last pick of the match. So, because after that, if they win this, they win. If not, then they'll go into tiebreakers. So Spain's got 2 chances at this.
Thing is, I really want to see a tiebreaker, so I don't know who to root for. I mean, I hope for every single Hidden Hard Rock player that they perform well, but I really want Indonesia to take this particular points. But they are in the deficit, so I don't know. Maybe the chat knows. What do you think? Give Indonesia their support that they need. This is their time to shine right now. If they don't do it now, they're going to lose the match.
Personally, I'm hoping to see a tiebreaker.
I'm right with you, Mango. This has to happen.
I mean, Indonesia doesn't necessarily have to go for Hidden Hard Rock as well. I mean, they could bank on the opponent missing, but that seems a bit risky.
It is definitely risky. If they want to be on the safe side, trust in their skills, I would say they're almost required to pick both monster flags.
Oh god, what are they doing in the chat?
I hate those.
Wait,
I just have one thing to say to that is Yamete could have stopped.
Looks like Indonesia is taking their time to figure out who the lineup is going to be. I believe from the chat they're going with Nishi as well. I think instead of one of the other players. Maybe Nishizumi has PC problems apparently.
This is going to take a little bit of time, and this is not good for Indonesia, I have to say, because
But it looks
they
like
have a follow-up match right after.
Yeah, but it looks like referee has decided that we can't wait any longer. So
This
looks like
is not what
Indonesia is
Indonesia
going to have to go with their current lineup, which, don't get me wrong, is incredibly strong. But maybe Nishizumi.
It might not be what they want to have.
Yeah.
Although it looks like they are getting a play switch, Yumriva is out of the lobby, out of the slot that matters. Shizumi is there, so they do change the lineup.
Alright, but it seems like so they're all ready to go, it seems.
Right, let's make this happen. My heart is with Indonesia right now. I want that tiebreaker.
Switching allegiances, I see. Allegiances.
No, I didn't have any in the first place. I really said I didn't know. Although the coin toss did say it was going to be Spain. I'm giving you that.
Well, I too am rooting for Indonesia because I want to see a tiebreaker. We've only seen one of those so far. I want to see another one happen. And this is the match for it to happen. Don't care if the match overruns. Tiebreaker is too much.
It's got the top priority in my mind, that's for sure. I don't want to say goodbye to Indonesia, I want to say goodbye to Mr. Chat.
Looks like Indonesia's going to take an early lead on this one.
There has
And
been a drop by
miss-
Alvaro YL, giving them the early lead, more so than just the accuracy drop. This is what they need. May I mention that we got a quadruple hard rock and hidden combo right away again.
So Indonesia's pulling ahead by about 20,000 points. That miss from Alvaro certainly isn't doing Spain any favors, but it was a fairly early miss, so if we do see a miss from Indonesia's side, then it's definitely going to be more punishing now that players are reaching just about the 400 combo mark.
Yep, 400 are being reached any second now.
That being said, if Indonesia does manage to maintain their current accuracy and combo with their FCs, then they're in the clear, I would say.
They're holding out so strong right now. Look at those accuracies, 99.4, I think, and 99 points.
We're transitioning
Well,
to
actually,
one third plus one
barely even.
sections. No misses from either side.
Actually, it does drop below 99.
Ishizumi
happily-
holding on to that incredible 99.45% accuracy. That is just insane.
I can't believe this little Spain's pick.
And even if Alvaro didn't miss, Indonesia's superior accuracy is just completely dominating.
They're pulling through. Are we going to see tiebreaker here right
I
now?
think we're gonna see tiebreaker.
Oh
I
my
think we're
God.
gonna see tiebreaker.
That's it.
Oh, there's still the final section. Is anyone gonna miss there? Everyone has.
XK does miss,
It's
but it
four.
doesn't matter. That's the
We're in for
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker, guys.
3-0. We're going to see Mr. Jack to say goodbye.
All right, I'm excited
I'm
for this.
so ready for this. Come
I'm
on,
so ready for this.
get in there.
Tiebreaker map. Well, what can I say?
Let's go.
The group stage tiebreaker. Good background about map design. The group stage tiebreaker was actually one of the first maps to be put into the pool. I decided on putting this map. Well, I had plans for making this tiebreaker since January. Actually, it was that far back. But
This was an inside job. I see.
But this, we've made many changes to this map just to make it as competitively fair as possible, and I think this map tests as many skill sets, featuring many snaps, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/6, 1/8, and even 1/16. So
Yeah,
crazy.
everything's
Like,
being covered there.
everything has low SV, high SV.
You've got it all in there. It's just the perfect tiebreaker pick. If it was a little bit longer, it would be more reminiscent of the previous image of a tiebreaker. But I think in terms of skills covered, it's just what you want in a
Not
tiebreaker
surprised.
in group stage.
Not surprised to see Spain going with Alvaro and Mitros, their two best
Yeah,
players.
me neither. That is a good choice.
Indonesia going for PM Riva, the highest ranked player, and XK, possibly the player with the most tournament experience and the most consistent one of them.
This is a clash of titans right here. It won't get any better. Call your friends. You want to be right here for the tiebreaker.
Alright, which way is this going to swing? I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is...
Hide
Gotta
your kids,
remember.
hide your wives, get them in your crib. You're watching the tiebreaker right now. Oztag World Cup 2018, Spain versus Indonesia. The deciding point. Here we go.
Right, both teams off to an excellent start, with most players holding on to very high accuracy. Spain taking the early lead here, but that is subject to change. I honestly would be impressed if anyone FCs this map. I don't think we've seen an FC on this map yet.
Still got 2 double S's. One's gone, 2's gone, no double S's left on the board.
For
Do you
first
see a
miss,
drop from XK? As you can see, the early lead is with Spain, but it's not that big.
we transition into the 1/8 plus 1/4 section. People are losing accuracy slightly here. It's to be expected. Looks like Spain is holding strong as they move over to 500 combo. Same with PM Riva, but XQ got early miss, hurting them a little.
Riva does
PM
drop.
Riva, another miss, followed by XK. This
XK
is not
as well.
looking good for Indonesia. They're 3 misses behind Spain right now, and like Spain is in a really, they've got a really huge cushion ahead of them.
XK struggling. We're just through with 1/3 of the map, so there is still enough leeway, especially since Alvaro YL just dropped a combo. But it's going to be hard. They really have to get a grip, not lose the combo again.
This map is far from over. It's got a bunch more surprises up its sleeve.
Ninja slowly approaching combo cap. My trust is still holding on to that full combo. They
So
will
as we
need
enter
it.
this
Spain
break,
will need this.
as we enter this break, we see both players can see that Spain is leading by about 50,000 points right now. That's actually a pretty sizable lead considering the song's only about 3.5 minutes long. No
You
misses
get a
on-
drop from my trust. This is it. This is an initial chance.
But-
XK dropping as well. This is too intense. This is just too intense.
Mike
so
has had that
close.
incredible combo, so it's definitely going to hurt Spain more.
Alvaro still above combo cap right now. They've reached the combo cap. Team Reeve as well.
Alright, as we transition into the ninja finisher section, who is going to miss on that spinner?
Oh,
We see
miss
a-
from Alvaro and XK. People still has that combo cap.
And a miss from Mitros.
Mitros also misses.
Is this
Oh
enough
my
for
God.
it to turn around? I don't think
Team
it's
Reeve
enough.
holds on to that combo. This will be very close.
There's about 2 more burst sections left on this map. If Indonesia can stay strong on there, they could, and Spain misses, they could take this.
Nobody
Ooh,
can afford
could
misses
go.
right now.
Yeah. Alright, burst.
I just need a little longer. But
And a miss
the
from
bounce
Mitros.
over soon. Miss from
Is it
Mitros.
enough? Is it enough?
This is
If Indonesia
crucial.
can hold combo. I think they can catch up. I think they're catching up.
This is so good. Alvaro
And a miss from
misses.
Alvaro! Miss from Alvaro! Holy shit!
Wait, just
It's gonna-
do it.
It's gonna
There's so
transition.
little time left.
So little time. One more burst.
Oh,
Oh, no,
no,
Mr.
XK!
XK.
This way to seal the deal. No! Indonesia was so close on this one.
Could have got it. They
What
could have
a
taken
match.
it. They really could have.
Oh,
That's
this
so
end.
unfortunate.
That did it for them.
Almost. So
Ah,
close.
my heart got broken there. Oh my god. What a match.
Yeah, what a match indeed. As expected, no full combos on either side. This map is simply too tricky. BM Revo with a high score in the room though, 960,000. That's very impressive.
Yeah, just one
Highest
score
combo
below
as well.
900,000 points. Just under, and that was because of that ending. 15 misses by XK. Still a great performance. Everybody in this lobby has performed absolutely phenomenally. Spain is coming out on top. We'll take the match. 4-3 in the tiebreaker.
Yeah, congrats to Spain. That's an interesting upset, I guess. Mid-seed taking out top seed. But both teams were very evenly matched, I would say. It really could have gone either way. We saw teams winning on their own picks, teams breaking points, and tiebreakers shifting back and forth. So, alright, I believe Indonesia has a match up next against Italy, I believe. So,
That's right, they're right back at it.
yeah, no time for rest. Meanwhile, Spain gets a brief respite of about 3 hours, I believe? 3 or 4 hours, something like that. So they have a bit of time to rest and plan their attack against Italy. So Spain are in a pretty good position, actually, since they've already been in Indonesia. And with Indonesia versus Italy, Italy's gonna have to, like, literally have to go all out if they're gonna have to stand a chance against Indonesia.
That is right.
So Spain will be seeing all their strengths and potential weaknesses as well. So things not looking too good. Spain's definitely in a very good position now.
Mango, I have to tell you, I'm so exhausted right now from that tiebreaker. Dear me, what a match. May I just mention that this was a 14,153 points lead at the end for Spain. Extremely close.
Anyway, shall we talk a bit about the next match?
Oh yes, please. Absolutely.
Ukraine versus Malaysia. Zatra, do you know anything about either team?
Well, I'm very familiar with the Malaysian team, or I should say the majority of the Malaysian team. Malaysia has always kind of shown out as the underdog. I think last year it was where they ended up in the low seed, and against Germany, our very team, they've actually brought forward a very good performance, taking the first 2 points of the match. It ended up being a 5-2, but it was very close indeed in most of the matchups. And Malaysia is staying strong this year. They've actually banked on their rank and now have ended up in a higher seed, especially with Jerry and Celtic rival in that one. But they got a couple of new players as well, such as Seth Z161, as you can see in the lobby right now. I don't think we've seen them in the Taiko World Cup yet, so they are definitely a newcomer. Ukraine, have they participated in a Taiko World Cup yet? I'm not too sure.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Last year, they had a team with Gavnuno, Don Omar, and the team was led by Annie, I believe. It's a shame to see Annie not participating this year. She's been playing Taiko for God knows how long. 9 years now? Or 8 years, I believe. Ost's favorite artist, I believe. Annie.
Oh, that's for sure, yeah.
Amazing.
Shoutouts.
I believe she's currently in Japan, I believe.
Yeah, I think they got a scholarship or something.
Some art school.
For art school.
Yeah, so props. Oh, wow, that was a really short warm-up.
Can we just...
No, what the heck?
I just wanted to talk about that warm-up being food-related and not being met by Hankamon, and then it's just over? Well, everybody's getting a B. That was a double-time warm-up, so I guess that plays into it. What's that on the picture, by the way? Where is that coming from? Is that from Ukraine?
It's gotta be dessert. Oh god, I no.
Well, it looks like dessert, yeah.
No. I. And the next map is I. Yeah, this is bringing nightmares from last year.
II actually has quite infamous maps in Mania and in Standard. So seeing this in Taiko may actually recall some memories as well, just like the Big Black warm-up and Hanairo Biori being in the pool as well. I can't really say I've seen this map before, so I'm very intrigued.
No, actually we have seen this map before. It's a Chromox map. It's the exact same map.
Is it that one?
It is the same map, but I mean, Chromox renamed the diff name, and there are a couple changes. Oh, what do we have here?
Ooh, hello, it's a janitor.
Yes,
Straight from Canada. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Very nice. All right, have you joined us to watch that fantastic match between Ukraine and Malaysia?
Yes, I have. And I also
Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Have you seen the previous one?
Yes, I did. It was a very exciting match.
My goodness.
I definitely did not expect that to go to tiebreaker. It was very exciting to watch.
I couldn't agree anymore. That was just crazy.
Yeah, I didn't expect Spain to be able to take that one as well.
Wow, both teams are definitely very competent, very strong. Yeah, with Janitor here, I think I'm going to be leaving soon. It's been a pleasure commentating. I think I'll stay until after the warm-up, then I'll take my leave.
Alright, it's been a pleasure commentating with you, Mango. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, just stick around for the warm-up and then we'll just get right into the commentary for this match of Ukraine versus Malaysia. Thank you.
You know what I'm currently thinking about is whether or not they're going to play this map on double time like they did last year.
Oh dear, okay. I don't think I could handle that, but let's give it a look.
Because this map was like the most feared map in the entire pool, I believe, last year. Something like 270 BPM depth stream. No idea what the map selectors were thinking. I mean, I think it's definitely possible today, but definitely not last year. It's way beyond the skill level of last year. But players have improved, so we've seen Spain rising up to the challenge, taking on powerhouses like Indonesia and winning as well.
Whoa, am I seeing hidden hard rock there? Am I right with that, Gav Nono?
Putting in that practice.
Okay.
Maybe he's practicing for Hana Eurobiori. After all, the BPM is pretty much the same.
But that does give away their tactics, so I'm not too sure what they plan on doing.
Or maybe they're trying to scare the opponent.
Fair point as well. That is very well possible.
We talk a bit about Malaysia, actually. Last year they were low-seeded, but they were one of the strongest teams in the tournament, I would say. Well, one of the they were the underdogs of the tournament last year. They were the only low-seeded team to make it out of groups. And given that incredibly challenging map pool last year, it's quite a feat in itself.
I cannot agree more. Absolutely. And the match versus Germany really showed that.
Yeah, they managed to take 2 points off you guys.
They won both warm-ups and the first 2 points of the match.
But yeah, this year the roster has improved even more. Celtic rival Jerry stepped up to the plate. I believe they're missing Taiko Maniac 1811, I think.
Yep, that's the one.
Was it 1811? Was it 1811 or 1822? I forget. Well, something like that. 18 something. But yeah, they're missing one of Malaysia's more, I would say, one of their veterans, I would say. I think he's a very prominent mapper. He's been around for many years.
That's right, that's a name that you could recall just mapping, and also I think they've been the captain of Malaysia last year. So that's how they left their mark in my mind.
But they've got new blood to step up to the plate. I believe Seth is a newcomer to the TWC this year. I believe he participated in the Mania World Cup, the recently concluded MWC 7 key. I have asked him, he does not use Taiko Mania skin, so do not bash him on that regard.
I was just thinking that. Really good. Okay. Right, to you guys out there that are using the Taiko Mania skin, let me just get this straight. If you're having fun using that skin, I won't hold you back. It's completely fine. However, if you get into ranking, try to beat out those players that really try to get into the mode of Taiko without gimmicks, without cheats. It's not showing respect, alright? This is my stance on it. I don't think that if you're playing Taiko Mania, you're paying respect to those players that really try to be good at their mod. So, stay away from that if you're ranking. If you're having fun while playing that, like unranked maps, whatever, unintentional farming, do what you want. But do not bring it to tournaments.
Personally, my stance on it isn't. I mean, I don't really oppose against Taiko Mania, frankly. It doesn't really affect your inputs. You're not somehow using machine or tool assisted to boost the amount of possible inputs you can perform in a second, I guess. I mean, you're still using your 4 fingers or however many fingers. If you're Nita King, you can use 8, whatever. But like, you're still using 4 fingers to press the notes, and you're not cheating in the sense that you're not like lowering the slider velocity. You're still doing the same thing, I would feel. So personally, my stance on Taiko Mania isn't too, I'm not too against it. I think
I do get that. That does make sense. However, I think the psyche that is linked to looking at Mania as opposed to looking at Taiko, it does make quite a difference. This is the main reason why Taiko players cannot actually play Mania right away just because they are good at Taiko.
All right, with warm-ups over, I guess I'm going to take my leave now. So I'm going to leave it for Janter and Zetra. Thanks very much for having me.
I'm very glad that you went in here, helped us out with commentating. And we'll see you later.
Anytime. Well, you'll see me later for the Map Push Showcase, where I'm going to show you
that is indeed right. Yeah.
8-star, 9-star maps in round of 16.
Oh,
be prepared.
Gosh. Don't even talk about
5,000 BPM def stream, Gotta get ready. Gotta get your A game out. Anyway, see you later. Thanks for having me.
I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks for covering for me. Goodbye.
All right, and with that, I'd really like to welcome Janitor, now actually being a moderator or well host for this match. Hello.
Hello. I'm glad to finally be awake.
That's really nice. All right, we've got you covered. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it seems like there was a ban on Shiawase this match.
What really? No, I wanted to hear it again. Oh well.
It's a bit unsurprising given that Malaysia actually had extremely strong performances on Shiawase back in their match against Japan. It's just that they faced Japan, so they couldn't win, but definitely very scary on that map.
And there's a collapse ban from Malaysia, which should have been the first ban, but I guess it's not going to change.
Yeah,
Done moves.
that is a bit of an interesting ban. Very finisher-heavy pick, but overall the map isn't too difficult, so maybe they're trying to get rid of some of the consistency picks that Ukraine might pick.
Fair point, actually. I think they just want to bank on their specific skills rather than giving Ukraine a chance to shine out with no mod. So it is a good decision, I think.
Yeah, definitely true.
I have to say, I'm really intrigued to watch Ukraine actually play. I don't think I've seen them play in the tournament this year. Last year the team was slightly different, so they're now under a new lead, and I don't really have an impression of them just yet, but this is just the perfect time to get one, right?
Yeah, that's true, and unfortunately their previous matches against Japan were not streamed, so I think this is the first time we're seeing both of them on the stream this year.
Oh, that's great. That's a premiere then. Let's go.
Yeah. Who do you think has the advantage here? I think I'm leaning towards Malaysia, definitely, given their performances last year and their overall stronger players, but what do you think?
That's a fair assumption. Like, I'm still suffering from PTSD against that match, or in that match against Malaysia last year, where we had to change our arrangements to actually start getting points. Although their roster is a little bit different, so I don't know what to expect. However, yeah, I'm slightly leaning to Malaysia, but I'm certainly more with Ukraine than because I'm always the sort of underdog, if you want to call him that.
That's true, and we're always hoping for a tiebreaker here to make the matches more exciting, more interesting to watch, and all that.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see the next tiebreaker coming in.
I think the first map that we have here is actually day after.
Well, it is day after.
And yeah, definitely a very good song on Double Time. Interesting pick. It's more of a consistency and accuracy pick, given that it is basically the highest acting OD in the map pool. Yeah, and we're going to be getting into this really soon.
Alright.
All right.
Double Time as a starter, really surprised, but let's see.
Yeah, definitely. Though with the lower BPM of this map pool, it really does seem more like a no-mod map with absurdly high OD.
That is a fair point. However, the problem that I have with that kind of map is that most of the time they keep their speed consistently, so
Yeah, that's true, and also the mapping style is a bit more old school in a sort of way. A lot of doubles, patterns, and rhythms that really challenge your accuracy. And we do see a first miss from Gav Nono, kind of struggling with accuracy there. Yeah, Malaysia overall having a much stronger accuracy to start with about a 30,000 point lead. Yeah, and right now Zeph with 99% accuracy on this map, which is pretty impressive in all honesty. Although Ukraine's struggling a little bit in comparison to the Malaysian team. Oh, and we do see a miss from Zeph, and then Gab No-No straight after. Unfortunately, not going to be enough for the Ukraine team to come back. Oh, and another miss. That's not going to be good for the Ukraine. Right now with almost a 100,000 point lead for Malaysia. And although Ukraine not doing badly on this map, Malaysia just... Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I think that was my fault. I'm very sorry for that. But yeah, Jerry's still holding on to a solid 98.5 accuracy. And unfortunately, the Ukraine just having a lot of trouble keeping up with him. And as we're heading into the last section of the map, a lot of finishers, a lot of doubles and quads. Though I think it's probably not enough time for the Ukraine to come back here, so this definitely seems like a Malaysian point. Yeah, and unfortunately Ukraine just not able to keep up with Malaysia on this accuracy-oriented pick. And we can kind of see why so many people decided to ban this map. It's just very accuracy draining, it's hard to keep up the accuracy on it.
I'll be joining for just a second as Zatara gets his internet working.
Yeah,
I think the previous match
few issues.
got to him, his internet, his entire being a little bit.
Yeah, it happens.
That is quite the solid start for Malaysia right away.
Yeah, we even see two full combos on the map from Don Omar and Jerry with a solid 98% accuracy.
Always very satisfying visually when it's exactly mirrored.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I temporarily rescinded my pumpkin form. I'm currently back in human form for a little bit longer. We're good. Unpumpkined. Do not don't question the context there. Just take it for what it is.
I trust you. I trust you.
All right, let's see.
We'll be getting into, I believe it's Ukraine's pick next. I'm fully expecting probably some Nomad, maybe something like Penguin as a consistency pick.
Ooh, I'm gonna be turning off my air conditioning a little bit, blowing everyone's ears out, ironically.
Oh. Oh, and they end up picking Wu Xuan Lan, one of the fastest and also shortest maps in the pool. Definitely a little bit of a dangerous pick, I would think, since Malaysia did have the advantage on accuracy, and this is definitely still an accuracy-oriented map.
Alright, let's see. Quite a short map.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Ukraine might find themselves struggling a bit here to get a point on this map in particular, since if you don't have a solid foundation for accuracy, then it could be very hard to gain advantage.
we are going to be getting into it. Again, very short. You can count to about 3 to 4 blinks, and it's over.
Yeah, I think the map is only about 500 combo, and with the combo cap at 400, one miss anywhere really makes a huge difference.
Yeah, combo cap being the fact that if you get over 400 combo, you get more points.
Yeah, so basically, until you're hitting 400, you get slight increases in score for every note, but after 400 is just the same as the 400th note. And we do see more accuracy drops from Gav Nono here. And Malaysia still maintaining that accuracy lead with Jerry.
Jerry sitting very comfortable, yeah, with the SS.
Yeah, I've seen a double S on this map before, so might we see another one? I can't speak to it.
Jerry, the only player with the same letter twice in his name followed, and he's gonna use that very specific skill set to turn this into an SS, it seems.
And we do see a miss from Don Omar, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference with that accuracy.
Wow. That was quick and decisive.
There. Yeah, you can see that issue with the accuracy here. Jerry with that impressive double S, not followed too far behind by Zeth with only 6 100s.
I really like taiko graphs. They look very satisfying.
Yeah, they do. Until you get to the really hard maps, and then it just bottom line.
It's still kind of like a mountain range kind of deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Just gotta use your imagination a little
bit. Yeah. It kind of looks like the surface of something really rough.
Like life?
Yeah, life is pretty rough.
Or, Terrace Internet.
Oh, and we do see Penguin coming up.
Ooh.
From the side of the Ukraine.
No Penguin. Were you here when they got the quad SS?
I was not here.
You were not here? Man.
That happened?
Nothing's gonna beat that. If you weren't here earlier, in the match, was it? Yeah, it was Hong Kong against Taiwan. It was a 4-way SS.
Oh.
Resulting in a tie, so the point had to be nullified. Absolutely crazy.
Oh. Oh, that's insane. And on the MP link, it actually says that Hong Kong won by 1 point.
Yeah, which was just a little error in the calculation. Obviously, we still nullified it, but that was nerve-wracking.
Imagine winning a match by 1 point. That would be... Imagine how salty the other team would be. I still have absolutely no idea how people get 1 million points. Every time I've tried, I just cap out at 999,999.
Oh, you buy the Osu DLC for that. It gives you the 1 point.
Yeah.
It's the season pass.
Yeah.
It's in the Osu store.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, only $4.99. $499.
What else can I get on the Osu store?
Not a life. We certainly don't deal in that. So far so good. Everyone's starting out pretty strong. By pretty strong I mean SS's.
Yeah, well, the first hard to act part of the map comes a bit later with something 1/3. So we might see some accuracy drops there. But given how strong I think I did it again.
Take it back. Give the 100 back.
Oh,
so
no, I don't
please.
think we can do...
Give it back. I need that to be an SS again.
Oh, no. Alright, so we still have 3 SS rings.
Stop taking... Stop. Stop taking them away.
Oh, no. Well, I'm not sure if I should be commenting on Malaysia at this point.
Janitor hoarding 300 there from Ukraine. Malaysia still going strong. Double SS. Looking very comfortable.
When you do it, it's fine, but when I do it, everything.
Hey, I don't even play this mode, man. I can do anything I want.
That is true. Yeah, so definitely a risky pick for the Ukraine, but once again, all you need is one miss in order to swing the advantage back over.
Ooh, it does seem like we have Zatera back in the house.
Oh, that's definitely a good sign.
He just gently grabbed me by the shoulders. Little massage, it was nice.
Oh, that sounds
Not as nice
very,
as Malaysia's double SS, but still quite the pleasant experience.
Yeah, Malaysia definitely doing well on these sorts of accuracy picks. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw
Stop.
something like, oh no, oh no, what have I done?
Very spring
Well,
that 100.
so,
that was not my best, I apologize.
Oh no. Well, I'm going to try not to mention the other Malaysian score, but Jerry's still with very high accuracy. Oh, okay. Okay, no, it wasn't that. False alarm.
No, this does seem to be in Malaysia's bag.
Yeah, they've definitely done very well on these sorts of accuracy picks, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw caramel custard from them.
I'd never noticed the background before. Makes me feel very safe, very looked after. And speaking of looked after, I'm going to be taking my leave again. It was just a little short intermission while Zatera got stuff set up. Welcome back.
Hello?
It was a run, I know. All right, see you guys around.
I've been offline, guys.
I disconnected the wrong account.
All right, Zeta.
All right, we're back.
Very glad to have you back. You missed
Thank you.
SS on Penguin from Zeth, and a whole lot of
Actually, just
commentator
noticed this was actually really close.
Yeah, it was. Those sorts of accuracy picks. Everyone did get a full combo there, so definitely still an impressive play from the Ukraine. Just that Malaysia coming out on top on these accuracy picks.
And again, just 1 point off a million. We're trying to figure out why that is the case. I'm pretty sure that we even internally don't quite know yet, but we're on it. So
We already figured out that as long as you buy the OS season pass, you can get 1 million points every single time.
No, I see. Okay. Yeah, they've not taught me about that one, but that has to be true if it's coming from you.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm a very trustworthy source for news.
Now, what you can do, and that's what I'm just reading off of the not existing notes right now. What you can do is to pre-order that season pass by getting some of those profile banners to show your support for either team in the Taiko World Cup. They are not quite there yet, but bear with us. We're going to get there.
Yeah, make sure to pre-order those banners. Although I don't think we have a pre-order system in place.
I promise, this is definitely happening. I swear.
Oh, and we do see caramel custard. I mentioned a bit earlier that Malaysia might want to go for caramel custard as it's still a bit more of an accuracy-oriented map, and they've had an advantage on those so far.
That's right, that will be a little bit more risky for Ukraine, personally. So, definitely a good choice, I would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some very high accuracy full combos coming from Malaysia. Ukraine definitely might struggle with this a little bit, though. Some of the patterns are a bit brutal. And
there's some very tricky ones, that's right.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them scattered throughout the map.
Also, the snappings of this, not even in regard to just regular rhythm changes, but there's just some snappings that don't quite fit into the general rhythm of this song. So these are where you're either going to drop accuracy if you're not prepared, or you're going to shine out because you know what's going on. So let's see how they cope with that.
Yeah, hopefully Ukraine will be able to take a point there. But given that this is Malaysia's pick, it might end up being another sweep.
I most definitely want to see the Stars to come back, but Malaysia is very strong, so I'm just giving Ukraine the benefit of the doubt, not having seen too much of the match since, you know, I had to call Houston telling that there's a problem. But I'm definitely not counting Ukraine out on this one. I really want to know how this is going down, and I hope the chat is with me right here. I don't want Ukraine to go just yet. Not even that machine gun is telling me to stop there.
Yeah, I thought those were bees.
Not the bees!
Oh, and we do see an early miss from Gav Nono there.
Oh,
we do see a lot of.
Oh
we have seen a lot
man,
of,
no!
All right, that wasn't a curse. That wasn't a curse. I didn't even say anything about them, so I swear, please.
No, you did absolutely not cut them, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, that was the beginning of the map. Given that the map is fairly short, that will give them a disadvantage, especially with those two breaks right now for both players of the Ukrainian side. This will definitely give an early lead over.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of interesting misses on this map because people are just really nervous.
No, no, what happened?
Oh.
No. Have they given up? No, don't do it!
And under stress and possibly not too happy with their performance. Oh, and CDH
see, there we have the drop by CDH Sausage Boy. If they hadn't stopped playing,
I'm not sure it would have made too much of a difference given the amount of early breaks that they had, but it is definitely really unfortunate. I'm sure that the players could have definitely full comboed this, or they have full comboed this already, but tournament stress and low BPM is not a kind combination.
That's why nerfs are really just brutal in any tournament situation. It doesn't even have to be the World Cup, like any tournament will give you those nerfs.
Yeah,
but that's no.
It's really unfortunate. So I think with that huge point lead now, Malaysia isn't going to have too much of an issue. We do see a pretty impressive accuracy from Zachary here. I almost said Jerry.
Is that also a disconnect? They may have quit early. Oh no. Oh, I feel so sorry for Governor there. That's not what they wanted.
To see that happen. Well, on the other hand, we do have I don't know what that sound even was supposed to be. We have a very impressive full combo from Dakri there with a solid 98.5% accuracy. So Malaysia did play really well there. Kind of unfortunate that they got matched up with Japan so early. They could have definitely gone for an upset against almost any other top seed. But
that is indeed right, yeah. I feel the same way about it. Well, that's really unfortunate, but Malaysia will take this one 4-0. Yeah, impressive showing by both teams, I would say, but Malaysia shining through.
All right, and then up next, I believe we have the UK versus Russia.
Well, let's take a look at the schedule right here. Russia versus Great Britain. You're absolutely correct there.
Yeah, we saw a very exciting match between Great Britain and France yesterday, so I'm not sure if we'll be seeing the same kind of match that goes to tiebreaker, but we have seen that Great Britain definitely able to perform under pressure and performing very well on the map board.
Absolutely. These teams, I believe both, will absolutely have some showings right there. There are some players on the Russian side as well as the Great British side that both, at their peak performance, can perform extremely well on any kind of mod. So I'm very interested in seeing how this is going to go down. But before this is going to happen, we will have a short 10-minute recess. Please do stay tuned because this is a match you do not want to miss out on. Russia versus England coming right up.
Yep, definitely.
We'll see you then.
We'll be seeing you later.
Hello, welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2018. I am now joined by the QET himself. From Spain, it's Raiden. Hello, Raiden, how are you?
Hello, Satura, I'm glad to be here with you. It's the first time I commentate with you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm very excited, actually. I don't think I've talked much with you that often, so I'm really looking forward to having a nice conversation with you today. So, first of all, how do you feel about this World Cup? What's your opinion on your team? How are you doing?
Well, just got out of a very close match, so I'm still quite nervous. But
ooh, yeah, I'd figure. Yeah.
But overall, I think this World Cup has had far less sweeps than last year, actually. And we are seeing some mid-seeds beating top seeds on the group stage, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. And overall, the map pool, I feel, is quite better than last year, significantly.
It's definitely different. I can say that much. Well, last year was slightly more ridiculous than this year. I mean, we're still covering a lot of difficulties and skill sets, but last year was just so much harder. Just the base level of skill that you had to have in the last World Cup was so much higher. So I think things are a lot more sorted this year, and you make a fair point there. But besides that, I'd really like to congratulate you for your victory against Indonesia in that absolutely stunning tiebreaker. How did you feel when we got to that one?
Well, when they were playing counter, which was the last match before the tiebreaker, I was really hoping not for a tiebreaker, because when we were practicing the tiebreaker, no one actually made it to the full combo, except I think, well, not full combo, that my Trosk almost got the full combo sometimes.
Ah, I see.
So we actually thought that Indonesia would have both full combos. So that's why we didn't really want to go for the tiebreaker. But anyway, in the end, it all just pays off. So that's it.
It was definitely a great match. Like, I was commentating, my heart skipped a couple of beats there. Barely did have to go to the hospital that day. But yeah, it was great fun watching you, and again, congratulations on your victory. Now, with that being said, let's get into the teams that are playing today, right now. We've got Russia, and their lineup is going to be Alt, Daisy Creed, Artemi, Nani Noob, and Green Yo-Yo. Let's just go over their skill sets like quick. Russian side. We've got Alt in the lead here, a good hidden hard rock player that is going to give them a good reading skill. It's going to be covered. They don't have to worry about it, and they're going to be assisted by Daisy Feet, who is a good hard rock player, technical, has a lot of skill sets covered as well. Artemin is going to be playing hard rock in double time most of the time, in his stamina base, and then there's Nani Noob, who is a normal player but can play some hard rock, and finally Green Yo-Yo, who is also proficient at hard rock. So they are covering their mods as good as they can, and they're going to, they're going to oppose the British team, which also has a broad skill set. Why don't you tell us about the Great British team, Ray?
That wouldn't be a problem, because I introduced the UK yesterday against France. So yeah, I did. I was mentioning Gohigi, who has improved quite a lot this year, and has basically every skill that's needed, and is also a DDKK player. He mainly focuses on speed and hard rock, but he can decently play hidden, so they have that. Gohigi is actually most of the time is the MVP of the UK. Then we have Horizon, who has played some maps as well, because he's pretty good at tech reading and no mod. Then we have Michele Membe, who's a very good hard rock player and reading at high BPM even. Then we have Adrian, who's a very good overall player, plays all the mods, has decent skill on technical maps. And then we have Grimbo, who's a very decent no mod and very proficient hidden player. So I would say United Kingdom is pretty balanced.
Yeah, they do cover all the skill sets that they will need for this match. Now, with that being said, who do you think may have the lead in this match?
I do certainly believe that the UK has more skill sets covered than Russia does. Mainly, possibly on the hidden pool, and maybe on the free mod pool. I believe the UK can take a lot of points, but we will see.
Right, I myself, as a resident of the United Kingdom right at the moment, I think I'll have to go against UK in this case, because I'm for the underdog. I don't know whether you could actually call Russia an underdog right here, because I think it's a lot closer than I'm portraying it today. But I have to go with Russia here, even though I've got some UK heritage in me at the moment. So I'm sorry, Brits, but I'm actually on the Russian side this time.
You really never know on this group stage. You've seen a lot of stuff that shouldn't really have happened after all, but they happened. So we could get a very good surprise here.
That is right. We are absolutely ready for upsets.
So that's gonna be the first warm-up. I'm not sure which team picked this, but it's gonna be Talent Shredder by LL Oscar, which is a very high BPM map. 280, if I'm not mistaken. 280.
That seems about accurate. Yeah. I'm actually more interested. Well, no, I shouldn't say I'm more interested, but I'm more familiar with the standard map of Talent Shredder. I want to call it a masterpiece. It's mapped by vv248931320 and bless you, some legacy mappers.
Yeah.
And it did have a taiko difficulty mapped by Ono, but this one is actually mapped by LL Oscar, who's become a little bit more known in the mapping scene over the last 2 years, and is now part of the Taiko World Cup, as you can see. And yeah, this song, in comparison to the ranked version of this song, is it's actually mapped on the BPM that it's got rather than half of it.
Yeah, this is actually pretty harder than the ranked version. And we can see already sound drops from Russia.
Vineo does struggle a little bit, but Daisy is holding strong still. Guigi absolutely stunning with the double S. I'm actually quite jealous.
Yeah.
Because of Guigi's skill. He's a DDKK player, I'm a KKD player, so I want to be at that level. And I started above Guigi, and he's just gone, beyond the roof, over the roof, and that just kind of left me cross because, I'm not there. So if there is a reason for me to get above 8,000 performance points, it's because I want to level them and battle them.
Yeah, exactly as I mentioned on the introduction of the UK, Goigi has skyrocketed on the last year, because I don't recall seeing him on the Taiko World Cup 2017.
No, he hasn't. I don't think he participated in that one. However, I think he was in the LMS, so the spinner version of the Taiko World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And since then, the rank has been soared, as has the skill level. So absolutely a massive contender in this World Cup, in this match particularly.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Gohigi is likely to be the MVP on most matchups for the UK. And then we have the longest streams.
Wow, we got drops
struggle.
from every single person.
Yep.
What am I even doing anyways? I'm sugarcoating the UK. I said that I'm not going to be on the UK side. Let's go, Russia. I know you got this.
I mean, I was actually sure that Gohigi could full cover this, but
well, he didn't.
Proven wrong, so anything can happen.
And there's another miss, and another one.
Holy moly, those streams. And Gohigi just goes on through. Oh, just like Horizon.
Everybody's missing, this is so hard.
I mean, the map itself is actually pretty average, but when you take the BPM into account, that's when stuff starts getting hard.
Yeah, it's really the speed that, the amps up the difficulty of this one. The patterns may be a little bit unconventional from time to time. Most of them are actually quite normal, but at that speed, everything becomes more challenging, obviously.
Yep.
Rise is struggling here, Green Yo-Yo is struggling.
Yeah,
Let's see
Green
who's going
is
to pass.
struggling quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh, they're all tanking HP on the Russian side. Is Daisy Speed going to pass this one?
Oh boy.
I'm not too sure.
I think they may, if they don't miss anymore. And there we
No,
go.
there are too many
No.
drops. Yeah, they tank
Too many
really
drops.
hard.
Now we are getting to the end.
I'm glad
that's
that
gonna be-
everybody. Sorry, I'm glad that everybody on the Russian side gets their warm up. I'd say that this is actually the UK's pick, but they really wanted the other players, like the other Russian players, to get in there and get their practice in, which is a
Yeah.
good decision.
Okay, so we will jump to the second warm-up. Oh, Kyo 1110. That name rings a bell.
It does ring a bell. Usually very, very interesting music, if I can call it that. Very let's just call it by the by the
Okay,
name.
I actually know this song. I think this song sounds familiar to me.
I don't think I know this one in particular, but you tell me, what is it about?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, you are just
I can
hearing
actually
it right
hear
now.
it, yeah.
You can. I mean, just looking at the title, we love breakcore. You know that stuff is gonna get ramped up real quick. I think actually breakcore is one of the most interesting genres to map in taiko because it basically maps itself.
That's right, it's just the drums. The drums are so in the foreground. Give you a lot to work with. But you're the mapper here, you're going to tell me more about that.
I mean, you're a mapper actually as well, so...
Yeah, but I'm not a QAT!
Oh, that doesn't make any difference. My job is just to moderate stuff.
Well, okay. I'm on the rise, you're at the summit. Just give me some time, I'll get there. Right, so the previous one was actually the Russian warm-up pick, and now this one is... Yeah, this one is the Great British warm-up.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess we will have some SV changes.
I hope not, this is just fast in itself.
And Gohigi just flexing the muscles, going with hard rock like nothing matters in this world.
The heart flex. Oh, I hate Gohigi so much right now. There's the miss. Okay, I forgot the part.
Yeah.
Alright. We hit the goal.
Yeah. So far so good. There doesn't seem to be any particularly hard pattern or stream or anything.
No, again, I think it's more about the speed. Maybe the hand resetting as well, depending on what the playstyle is.
Yeah.
Overall, the patterns are not too difficult. It's just the speed again.
So we start with the 1-6 bursts now.
Yeah, there's some bursts that, yeah, they do challenge the players, definitely.
Despite struggling a bit, he's still holding 99% accuracy, and never mind, just as I speak, he lost it.
Just dropped below.
Yeah.
Actually, with a miss. Naninoob's actually doing quite well here. 800 combo nearly. Ryzen dropping a little bit behind. No, actually, they've caught up. They're just below 800 right now. Naninoob has dropped, I'm afraid. Alt is dropping as well, but they warned us that they're not too good with high BPM picks.
But I think
maybe that's a bait though, I'm not too sure. Because they are passing.
Yeah, I think they are all passing. Nothing gets too difficult now. The song is actually pretty interesting.
It's definitely an interesting turn of events in this song. It's gone very happy, maybe too happy.
Maybe a bit too much happy. And it's gonna be a
happy
forward
one
pass.
at the end.
So no one is actually going to get a full combo, but Horizon with one miss, flexing their muscles like nothing happens, and Gohiki with the impressive 98.84 accuracy. And
They
only
got 10 misses, so no,
Yeah.
it's not impressive.
No, it is impressive still.
No,
Because
it's not.
what BPM is that? 240? 250?
I'm trying to compare it with I'm Your Daddy, but that one is slower, but I can't tell how much.
Oh. I think we missed the rolls.
Well, I
but-
I didn't notice
Yeah, I didn't notice them either. But like the UK lost the roll.
98 and 91.
Whoa.
According to the
Impressive.
chat, that's actually pretty
Impressive.
darn good. They've practiced their roles, you can see.
As always. Man, and they ban again,
Nah.
day after an entrance. Again. Once again, entrance and day after.
Yeah, the participation rate of these maps is quite high, but that's because they've been banned so many
Yeah.
times.
Pro maps. They don't deserve to be banned.
No,
Just-
give maps a chance.
Yeah, just give them some love. Don't ban anything, just give them some love. Come on.
The only ban a map should go through is a disqualification. That's it.
And the first pick from the Russian Federation is going to be the hardest hard rock pick, which is Helix.
I myself have actually not seen this map just yet. So tell me something about it, Ray.
Oh yeah, I can tell because I have practiced this quite a bit. And this map is basically your standard 175 BPM map with some whoops and all the stuff from the O2 Jam, of course. But the thing that makes this map more difficult than the other, in my opinion, is the constant SB changes, the snapping changes, and the 1/8 doubles, which SB changes attached to them, which can trip up some people. I'm speaking from my own experience.
Oh, I see. Well, you do have the better, what's the word? Goddamn it, perspective
Yeah, I would say so.
compared to me.
But then again, this map, I think the UK has a slight advantage on it because Gohiki is just such a good hard rock player. I would go even to say that he can double S this, but maybe I'm exceeding myself.
Wait, what's this Russia's pick?
Yes, this was Russia's pick.
Okay, that's very interesting then. They've got to face Gohiki, who is a hard rock main, I would say.
Yeah, he is.
So, a very interesting choice. Maybe there's something behind it.
You never know.
We will see Grimbo, by the way, and also Artemis being swapped in for Russia.
So, on this year, I'm actually quite surprised that Grimbo is playing the hard rock maps because he's mainly a hidden player.
He's a hidden player, right? Yeah, I was thinking the same.
But then again, he didn't do that bad yesterday on the hard rock plays. So,
Well, let's just see. There's probably some logic behind that.
yeah, I suppose he has practiced hard rock before the World Cup. Much like it used to happen on last year, where everyone thought Matrosk was a hidden player, and then he played all the hard rock. He played all the hard rock maps and beat everyone. So
The actual
who
map
knows? These hit zones are actually taken from TKS. TKS's I don't recall how's the map's name. It was the Morimori Atsushi map.
Cooper for
No,
fights?
No, it was Applique. Applique, yes.
Oh, they mapped that? Okay.
Yeah, TKS mapped Applique.
I only know the ranked version because I modded it. But
Yeah, he modded it as well. But the TKS version has the TikTok hit sounds. Oh, we have the first.
oh, we
one
do get a drop from Russia. Yeah.
And Gohiki holding very strong. Never mind. Just so you say it, he misses.
That was the ultimate cuck right there. The lead is ever so slight.
Oh boy, oh boy.
UK is in the lead, but how long is that going to last? We don't know.
If Grimbo or Gohigi drop again, this might be it for the UK. Russia must stay up. This can mean anything.
There's the drop playout!
Oh, no.
I actually saw them take this.
Oh no. Actually sad.
Another
All
drop, I think
these
that'll seal
percent.
the deal.
Yeah, we'll seal the deal because this map is not
Well,
very
we
long.
do have 1/3 left.
Yeah. Let's see to the 1/3 part, we can see many accuracy drops here, so
Song does call for one more 1/8 double section. Let's see what's going to happen. Like I haven't seen this map just yet, but I really hope that there's another section that Russia can actually take it back on.
let's see. We got the next 1/8 section
Here
now.
we go.
Oh
drops.
no.
Grimbo is holding strong. I did not expect that.
Me neither. I mean, the hidden player. Full comboing the hard rock pick with very decent accuracy.
Actual madmen. Both of them. He
Deep
did drop in the
madman.
beginning. Lost 400 combo there. That was one combo score advantage top drop. That is a weird term. Yeah, lost 400 combo, but it didn't matter too much. He still got 1 million. The Russian players are below 1 million each. Still very impressive scores. 2200 by alt. It's not too bad. Grimbo had 41.
Yeah.
Go he get 15. Just put it into a
Yeah.
comparison.
Gohigi even got higher scores than Grimbo without getting full combos. Just goes to show how important accuracy is in this mode.
Yeah, Score V2 is... It really banks on accuracy as compared to Score V1, where combo is the more important part of the, the score, the making of the score.
And the UK is going for the Fremont pick. Are we gonna see a quadruple hidden hard rock? I think not.
You think so? Nah.
I think not. No. I think Grimbo is actually going to go for hidden, and maybe Gohigi will go for hidden hard rock.
That seems like a reasonable choice, yeah. Well, anyways, the map is going to be Hanai or Biore, one of the two Fremont picks. Arguably the easier one.
Yeah, definitely the easier one. Encounter just has so many weird snaps at the end and the beginning.
That is right, there are some very intriguing sections in Encounter, so this one's more lenient, but not to be underestimated. We're actually going to see Green Yo-Yo for this one.
And this map is actually, I think, a minute longer than Encounter, so there's more room for missing.
This is a long song, I can tell you that much. Green Yo-Yo is actually a hard rock player, good at hard rock reading, so we're going to expect hard rock to spend, I would claim.
What about Naninub?
Naninub is also coming in here. Also a hard rock player, so I expect 2 hard rocks here.
Possibly.
And the UK will be able to balance this out. It's just whether they want to actually overtake them or take in more mods, or just to pair that. Let's see.
Basically,
we do see a hidden hard rock from Gohigi. Wow.
Yeah, Gohigi is actually going for the hidden hard rock. We actually predicted this 100% accurately.
Yep, very good, very good.
Yeah, we should congratulate ourselves. Chat, please congratulate
That's a pat
us.
on the shoulder right there.
Yeah, I think it's the first time we actually got something right.
Right, let's see how this goes down. Like, I'm going to look at Gohigi.
Okay, I'm gonna
with a grain of salt, obviously, but we actually get a drop from Grimbo at the beginning.
Grimbo drops at the beginning, but they still got the lead somehow. I guess accuracy is doing the thing because he is still holding the double S on hidden hard rock.
Yep, and also Green Yo-Yo has dropped below 98% at the beginning. They are catching up. They're 97.6.
Yeah, and Naninab just got over 98%. And Grimbo is actually catching up as well, compensating the early misses.
That's right, there's definitely an accuracy deficit on the left side, on Russia's side.
Yep.
But do not count them out, they still got their full combos.
Yep, and we can see drops from the Hidden Hard Rock. It's actually a very risky pick.
That was a very impressive play by the Russian side on those SV streams. That was really good. Another one, Greenio does find a drop.
But Gohigi drops as well. Gohigi just dropped. They still have the mod advantage. However, if they start dropping more on the accuracy side, but Grimbo is holding a 99.4. Impressive on Grimbo.
Yep, the first drop has happened. Now the nerves are on. I can tell you that from experience as well. I'm sure that Raiden can do that too.
Yep, yep, definitely.
Once there's one miss, the next one's just right in front of the doorstep.
You better be careful.
You better drop right now.
Or, you know, just don't drop at all. Just
no. I'm waiting for the drop.
Okay.
Grimbo's holding strong.
Oh, Grimbo!
Just as I said
you
that.
meant, yeah.
No one takes his curse.
Yeah, we have
absolutely not intentional. Right, the second highest V stream section is not a problem for Russia. If they can hold this on, I think they have a shot at coming back here.
There's roughly a quarter of the song left, and there's
another drop by Gohigi in the slow section.
On the slow section, but I don't think it's gonna do that much because there's a 70,000 score difference. But we will see. There might be surprises in the last PI.
We cannot see any drops from the Russian side right now, otherwise it's game over.
But the Russian side is actually struggling a bit on accuracy.
No, Green Yo-Yo actually finds a miss. That's going to hurt.
And they are struggling quite a bit on accuracy. So this is likely, yeah, this is gonna be likely
I think this
a point
is
for the UK, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just more than 100,000 points of difference, so...
These misses are not going to matter. The lead at this moment is just too high.
Yeah.
This is the second point for the United Kingdom. Shout out to Naninop for actually full comboing this with Hard Rock.
Incredible.
The only full combo in the room. And therefore the MVP score? No, actually not. It's actually Grimbo for that.
No, it's
for the fact that they...
It's Gohigi, actually.
I meant to say Gohigi. I'm so... Yeah. I need to take a sip, guys.
Don't worry about
my
it.
Eyes.
Don't worry about it.
Just give me a second here. Shoutouts to Highland Spring for hydrating me.
Is it yet 5 o'clock? Time of tea? I mean, you're at the UK, so you gotta have your tea.
Oh, no, on my end it's just a little early for tea. And, well, the only tea alternative I have is dropping a little bit of lemon juice into my water.
Okay.
And I'm not up for that right now, so I think I'll
okay.
for the rest of the day.
Yeah, just go with it. So, let's see what the Russian Federation pick is now, right? Yeah, I think the
that
Russian
should be
Federation. Yeah, going under. You're going to pick
oh,
going under.
Alright, going under. I haven't seen this one in a while myself, but I do know what it looks like. This one is actually, as foretold by Mango, supposed to be a balance pick to the Shiawase part of the map pool, because it's such a hard gimmick map. This one is a slow SV, high speed pick, which is a weird combination. You're going to see that this map indeed does appear as quite weird.
Yeah.
The complexity of this map is actually really high, which completely counters that slow SV, and that is going to make it really hard to read. And also, not to be forgotten, the slider to sort of streamy section lead-ins. Those cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that right now.
Not only do you have to read in advance, because you are very likely to miss if you didn't read, but you also have to hit all the ticks on the sliders, because it's a lot of points. Can make all the difference.
That's right, it's worth quite a lot.
So far, there are no drops. We're seeing 2 double S's on the UK and 1 on the Russia side. And just like I say, everyone loses their double S except Alt.
Alt still holding strong, but there's that transition number 1. Not too hard because it's not that long of a slider, but the other ones they're going to be a little bit more challenging here. Still a double S by Alt.
Oh!
There's actually a miss to stop the double S. I can't believe it.
Russia
Daisy Feet
misses.
also dropping.
Yeah. Both of the Russian players miss. And
Daisy
this
Feet
another
is struggling a
drop.
little bit. That's a definite lead for the UK right now. Halfway through the map.
Okay, we will have another slow section, which is, I believe it's a little harder.
Yep, there's another transition. It's getting right into that slowest V section. That is so hard to read. Nobody's being faced by it right now. Daisy Feet does follow up with a miss in the middle.
No one else drops. And the map is roughly 1/4 of the map left, and such a huge score difference. I don't
This is going to
think
be very
Russia.
difficult to catch up
Yeah,
on.
I don't think they can catch up yet.
Just going to mention Alt's accuracy here. Despite them having missed, that is
Definitely.
really good. Guhig is also on par with that. Grimbo is slightly lagging behind, but really high still.
High
And the
accuracy.
misses for Daisy Feet obviously pulled that accuracy down a little bit.
And
And
that's
with
going to
that-
be 200,000 points of difference.
And that
It's
will
going
give
to be
the
quite a bit.
right. That will give the 3rd point to the United Kingdom, and they may close it out early. But honestly, I'm not having that. I want Russia to take a point. I want them to
Yeah,
go
me
forward
too. I mean,
right now.
I don't want any sweep really.
No,
I-
sweeps are not interesting, are they?
Yeah, sweeps are just so boring. So that's going to be caramel custard.
Caramel
I believe-
custard next
Yeah,
pick.
I believe the UK has planned this for so long. Because they have very good, yeah, there you go, Horizon. Have very good technical players.
Horizon's actually taking part in another country right now. And Artemine as well. They've swapped. What's happening?
I guess they will just swap right now. Anyway, no
Let's just keep
problem.
it that way, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Good teams. I agree. I agree, Gary. Nah, what a shame. Okay.
we wouldn't
Party
have
poopers.
we wouldn't have had that very weird match, with half Russia, half the UK against another half Russia, half UK.
The hybrid team.
Well, I do actually think Russia can do very good here if the UK drops. I think Russia can do especially well on technical maps. I think. I don't know why I have the feeling.
Well, definitely going to see, but how would we call a mixture between a Russian and a UK team? Is it Russian Kingdom and United Federation? That's actually quite funny.
United Federation just doesn't make sense, really. United Federation just sounds like nothing, just nothing. It's just
it's like
Federation of what? Federation of what? Really?
yeah, it's like a team, isn't it?
Basically. But Russian Kingdom, oh, now that's.
I do like that name. I do like that
Russian
name.
Kingdom.
Let's go with Russian Kingdom A and B. Why not?
Oh, there's the first drop from Alt.
That is going to give the early to the United Kingdom right here.
We've seen actually some accuracy drops from Horizon, but Alt is missing again. He's doing no good favor, and Armin also drops. I believe they must be so nervous right now.
Oh, they sure are, yeah. Tournament nerves are just really the most cruel factor of any tournament. I know that all of these players could perform better than they do right now. It's just the nerves that just taking their skill away, and it really sucks. But I have to call it by its name. It's tournament nerves.
Yeah. I mean, I can talk about it from experience because on the map I play against Indonesia, I never got 5 100s. I mean, I always got either an SS or 100. 100, sorry. So yeah, the nerfs really do rack up here. And
Otherwise, they're kind of nailing those more technical parts. Artuin does find some drops, but overall, not a bad performance. They're all getting close to 900 points, and I think that's really commendable.
And
But yet,
there's
in the
Gohiki with the double S, impressive.
Oh wow, I didn't actually notice. Gohiki with the double. I'm not too proud of Gohiki right now. I have to have a conversation with Gohiki as soon as I get to.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I gotta give it to Russia. They really tried their best. They actually were better than I expected.
Yeah, not a bad performance at all. I'm giving them all the credit that they deserve. That was not bad at all. But yeah, but that will do it for the match. UK is coming out on top. Gohiki being the team captain, and I think they've not been switched out on that match the entire time. Well, congrats to them, and with that, we're going to take a look at the schedule for the next match. This was actually the last match of the block. The next match, indeed, is going to be at 17 UTC. So let me just take a look at the clock right here. That is going to be in about 3 hours, 2.5 or like that.
2.5 hours.
It's going to be Italy versus Spain, and we actually have one of the players of the Spanish team as our commentator right now. So, what do you think going into that match, Raiden?
Well, I think we are certainly calmer because we are basically inside round of 16 already. So we actually thought, since Indonesia is going to sweep us, we really need to beat Italy. And we designed a very complex strategy to go against Italy.
Oh, I like hearing that. Okay, see that? Even though we're in a rhythm game, tactics do play a big role in any tournament. I'm telling you this right now. There's so many tournament formats out there, Taiko World Cup being one of them. They all require some sort of strategy, and I think that's beautiful. Just having a tournament that does not only bank on the pure skill of any player, but also taking into consideration that, you know, your team has to be well composed. You have to have a plan on what you're doing. For every single match, depending on your enemy. That is just the beauty of tournaments. I really like that.
Yeah, and I mean, we might actually see some surprises. We really cannot evaluate how Italy performs because they are only 2 people. So what we need to do is find the weak point and just abuse it. Much like every single match, really, but more in this case.
Well, now hold on. We don't want to give everything away, you know. Make it interesting in the match, right?
Sure. I mean, the strategy is not just to throw the maps that we think they are weak. I mean, the strategy also involves some element of surprise. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I don't want to give up my strategy. Our strategy.
Well, nevertheless, I'm very excited for that match, even though we have a little bit of a break in between. And for that matter, we're giving you a final look at the schedule before we head it offline for the duration until we're actually at that match. So bear in mind, the next match is at 17 UTC, and we will see you right then.
Alright, people. See you later then, because I will be playing.
Yep, best of luck, and we'll see you later.
Thank you so much. See you.